We're about to well, I think for I think for anybody who joins on Instagram right now, I can put it in, right? Like tonight, or whatever. I'm trying to figure out. I know that uh, there's a way to do it. I just kind of jumped on it. Anyway, Yankees favorite in this one -164 with Max Fried on the mound. Over under for an hand. 5.5. Dave Peterson for the Mets. 4.5 over under and again -164 favorites of the Yankees. The Mets +138 underdog. I gotta figure out if anybody's on. Okay. Screenshot. Okay.
Alonso getting warm.
There we go.
Talk about
right,
Fried.
so
The beauty of Fried is his ability to take in information. Eduardo just mentioned it. Since he started hitting leadoff, that's a pretty good company to keep when the leader is Ohtani and you're second on the list in home runs and RBIs. Another beautiful night for baseball here in the Bronx. Another massive crowd as people continue to file in. Soto in the on-deck circle as Lindor is set to step in, hitting .290 with 9 homers and 28 RBIs, and terrific numbers in his career against the Yankees. Fried comes inside and gets the call on a 94-mile-an-hour pitch. Our home plate umpire tonight is Adam Hamari. Oswald Peraza is at third base. Anthony Volpe at short. DJ LeMahieu's at second. Goldschmidt is at first. Lindor holds up. In the outfield, Cody Bellinger in left. Trent Grisham, who has been a revelation offensively. And, of course, Judge in right. Three straight pitches inside to Lindor.
You're going to see that a lot, especially the first time around with Max Fried. They were my hitters. That's what I tell them. Look hard in, but you have to be able to give them one side of the plate. If you do that, you're willing then to give him the outer part. He's going to establish in to then get the secondary effective.
Some early pain for Lindor after he fouled that one off.
This four-seamer's almost got some cut action to it as well.
There's an off-speed pitch, and it's good to see. He hadn't had the curveball. According to Bernie, thought he didn't have his curveball in his last start. He kind of slogged through it, and it was an awfully impressive start as well. Take a look at StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Primarily that four-seam fastball, but whatever works, he'll keep going to.
It's still 60% fastballs when you factor in the two-seamer and the sinker.
I'd expect both
and 98 miles an hour when he needs it.
He does, and that's the thing about Max Fried. He doesn't always go for swing and misses.
It's crazy.
He tries to pitch to contact, but when he needs to hump up, he can.
Pretty good battle by the leadoff hitter, as this will be pitch number 6. Reaches out. Grisham is cruising in. Camp under it, and he's there as Soto gets set to come to the plate.
I think he's having the best part of the year. Like that's as expected. You know, I wonder how does everybody feel about he's really like to me for him there wasn't too much more benefit going to
Strike
the
one
Mets.
ought to be in the middle of a New York baseball rivalry.
$5 million.
These two will always be connected too, because when Juan Soto signed with the Mets,
So
the Yankees immediately signed Max Fried.
That was such a mutual benefit for Juan Soto.
Infield shifts against Soto, who checks that swing, will appeal, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
I have changed a little
Fans
bit.
have noticed there's been a lack of a Soto shuffle so far this year. He insists it's coming when the time is right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Juan Soto. That's just that. I felt like it wasn't that big of a difference.
When will the time be right?
It's a great question, and only he probably knows the answer to it.
You know, but I do agree with like all of that.
Hit 252 with 8 homers, 20 runs batted in.
There was something going on.
He has stolen 5 bases. And now a 2-1 from Fried.
Like he got treatment. He was getting
That velocity's been hovering right around 98, 97.
Yeah, that was nasty. That was a sinker down and in. Just ate up Juan Soto right there. It's kind of been the big change with Fried this year. Is that two-seam sinker he throws in the lefties.
It's got 4 inches more drop this year than it had, and he has used it a career high at 18%. 2-2, the boos continue to cascade down on Soto. Boy, that was close. K-Zone had it just off, and it's full 3-2.
That's a great pitch right there by Max Fried. Did not get the call.
If those,
because it's Juan Soto at the plate also. You get the benefit of the
are
doubt.
accurate, that should have been special.
Handful of walks in his game on Friday. Here's the 3-2. And Soto pops one up towards Judge, and the second baseman, LeMahieu, who yields a 99. Soto retired by Fried.
Last year was the year that Juan Soto pulled the ball more than any year in the air. He knows what this ballpark can do to you. Just a pitch that he was not able to get up to up in his own. Great pitch by Fried.
Soto knew when the series started it's going to be 50,000 against 1, and it continues to be that way. Now, Pete Alonso.
Inside. Carl, you're hearing how loud the crowd is. Yesterday, Clark Schmidt, starter for the Yankees, he said he had to turn up the pitch comm device on the mound because he couldn't hear the signals. That's how loud it was in the ballpark.
Terrific start to the season for Alonso, a 2-year, $54 million contract. That's on the inside corner at 95. He has the ability to opt out after this season.
He's on a 2-year deal, but it's one of those 2 years life.
His manager, though, and he says this is just a more comfortable guy in his own skin. He hasn't seen him so calm.
Way more sense for him to opt out.
These are two polar opposite starting pitchers today. Fried will establish in on the righties, while Peterson, and we'll see him in the bottom half, he's going to establish away on the right-handed hitters.
Right.
Alonso steps out. 9 career home runs against the New York Yankees in 28 games. The most by a Met player against the Yankees. All big-time success. I don't know if you saw that graphic, but he's got 8 homers with 2 strikes this season.
308 average for Alonso this season is insane. Like, for Pete, that's insane. 2-2. No,
this one is headed towards the seats, and it'll be a souvenir for one of the lucky fans that is on hand tonight.
Shout out to anybody
the last couple of days, sports-wise. David Cohn has been electric through the streets.
Yes, 7th Avenue was absolutely wild after the Knicks won the other night. Certainly what's going on here. Beautiful time to be a sports fan in here.
2-2 as Fried tries to go 1-2-3 here on the top of the first. It's high.
32. Not a long wait for
Noting
free,
when he
but
misses, he
yeah,
almost
kind of
looks
long.
angry with himself.
To go
Very
on
frustrated.
1950.
Yeah, he kind of overthrew that one. He's pumped up. You know, we've seen him up to
If
98
you
miles
don't
an hour on the
get your
top end.
out here,
His first
it's gonna
taste
be
of the
at least
Subway
a
Series. He's
20.
feeling it. He feels the
Not
vibe.
good.
Great
And
job by
that's
the
foul.
Mets so
So it is
far.
gonna be
6
a
pitches
20
seen by Lindor,
Four back
6 by
three.
Juan Soto.
Minus
Now we're about to see the
15
eighth
games,
pitch
leading this one still.
to Alonso.
Minus 1.5 at minus 104. So even like favorites, well, yeah, favorited in that in the spread. 20th pitch of the inning.
He sends this one
Oh!
sky high to left. He drops the bat and
Nope.
he watches it go into the glove of
The
Cody
way he
Bellinger.
reacted to that,
He
I thought
just
he
missed
was
it. And he seems to be a bit
It might
insured
have
that
got
it didn't
helped
carry
by
out.
the
Instead, it's
But he
Max
thought he
Fried,
got it.
who
The way
gives
he
up a
reacted,
110
I
mile an
thought he
hour
got it.
shot off the bat. But the polar bear sees
Just
the ball
kidding.
melt
So, we're going
in
to
the
commercial.
broad sky.
This is baseball on block. This is the first watch along of the year. This is the first time we do
Here
it.
at Once
If
Upon a
you're watching
Farm,
on
we chose the
Instagram,
Capital One Venture X
thank
business
you,
card.
because you guys
With no
do the
preset
game,
spending
you
limit,
do
our
what I
purchasing
do,
power
so
adapts
TikTok,
to meet our business needs.
right now,
Unlimited
TikTok
double
and
miles
33
means we
apps
earn
that I
more
use
too.
are, like,
What's in your wallet?
not working out for some reason, so I can't
Final
show the
Destination
game on
Bloodlines has been
screen the way I'm
declared the
showing it on
best
Instagram.
Final Destination movie
But
ever.
I think
It's
after
ultimately
this,
good
like
return,
TikTok has
an
these
absolute
minimums.
instant classic.
You keep going live like
Final
a
Destination
baby,
Bloodlines.
and
It
there's
is now.
minimums.
He
you gotta
loves
hit.
that baby.
And I think that once I
Wait till you
hit
see the
those
other two
minimums,
surprises. A joyful
streaming
bundle of 3.
time, live stream time,
I was
whatever,
thinking
I'll
of
be
gifting
able
one to
to.
each of you.
Because initially
I
when
got
I started
AT&T's
using
bundle of
it,
3,
you know,
iPhone
allowed
16 Pro
to
with Apple Intelligence for me, and iPad and
stream
Apple Watch for you.
from there on TikTok.
New
It
and
is
existing
worth
customers
like
get their
it.
iPhone 16 Pro
On
on us with
TikTok
eligible
now,
trade-in.
probably like
Plus iPad
double
and Apple Watch
and
SE for
kinda
99 cents per month each and save up to
popping up on the
$1,700.
screen. It was just, you know, whoever followed me could see. So I don't know if there's like
He sees it,
something I've got to do, but I wish that I could get
and some might feel the pressure.
people on TikTok or
Some
with
doesn't
their
crack.
Instagram or something. I wish I could get that on TikTok. The little promo
This
that
is Formula One.
game showing along their background. Looks up
The
that. I
season
don't know why.
continues in Monaco,
Yeah.
Sunday, May 25th
On
on
TikTok
ABC.
yet, but that's a flavor.
Back now live, Juan Soto starts to run
Yeah,
out
so I gotta
towards
go
right
live
field.
on Monday.
He will say hello to his second base umpire and be
Well,
roundly booed once he gets there.
on
You can watch
TikTok.
the fans at the back start to stand up and demonstrate their disdain for number 22 as we take a look at the lineup that David Peterson's going to face tonight. He talked about the New York
All right,
Mets. 1,
hopefully
2,
that
3
sounds
point.
a little
Does
better,
1, 2,
thank you.
3 for the Yankees look really
Um,
good, and that doesn't include
Yeah, going live on TikTok, I gotta go one more time, I guess, to get like the full experience or whatever it is.
Peterson's first pitch
Move
lands
my
for a strike
microphone
at
up
90
a
miles
bit.
an hour. About a 341 batting average for Goldschmidt.
As the game gets started back up here, there's minimums that you've got to meet. So you got to go live 3 times. You've got to total 30 minutes
You know, he's got great
twice
ground ball rates,
for
but
TikTok to let you
he
to
reaches
get
out,
the
has such
whatever the
great
full
extension,
experience is. So
really has a
maybe
good
I can,
slider that's been his best pitch this year.
after whatever the next live is, which I'll probably do another one later this week, promote it a little more. I will find a big game, maybe another night game or a day game, and do another one of these because this is actually super dope. I love what I'm seeing on the Instagram. I think that's super cool. Chopper the third, Goldschmidt. Oh, and Vientos on the transfer dropped it. So Goldie's on. Nobody out. Good for him. Good for the Yankees. Bad for Vientos. I feel like Mark Vientos has the potential to be one of the elite hitting third baseman, but it's that. It's that's his problem. And everyone kind of knows that that's the problem. It's his defense. His defensive ability is just not there. I don't know what that was. So now Grisham's up. 1 man on, nobody out. And Grisham, like I mentioned earlier, is having a crazy start to the season with the Yankees, only hitting 274, but his slug is crazy. He's hit a lot of home runs, especially for Trent Grisham, as it's 1-1 as it takes breaking ball down and in there. Odds locked right now, so I can't give you an odds update just yet. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Man on first is Goldie. I wonder what they scored that, actually. Was that an error on Vientos, or if that was a hit for Goldie, as there's a fastball high, and it's 2-1. Let me look that up. I want to know. Let's see. Yeah, they scored that in error. They scored that in error on Vientos, so that's another error this season for Vientos. He's got to get it together. That's a fly ball shallow left center. McNeil, Jeff McNeil playing center field for the Mets. Didn't see that one coming, but he's out there. So 1 out. And now it's big Aaron Judge. Dude, speaking of odds, Aaron Judge's home run odds for this game, plus 165. That is crazy. That's I think that's the lowest odds you're going to find for a home run all year. Maybe ever. I don't want to exaggerate things, but plus 165 is super low. That's a guarantee. And maybe it's because Peterson's a lefty that they're giving it so much, love, or not giving him love, but however you want to look at it. But plus 165 is a little wild. Sorry, I keep clicking in and out, so the screen keeps going crazy on Instagram. But I'm still this is the first time I've done this on Instagram, so I'm actually pretty fascinated by it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, plus 165. So if he doesn't hit a home run, I mean, great. But usually on a standard hitter, even that has good home run numbers, it's at least plus 300. Judge at plus 165 is insane. He's so big though. It's not. I feel like it doesn't take much for Judge to hit a home run. We're watching the modern Barry Bonds. I think. Peterson's extension 2-2 on him right now. He kind of accidentally fouled that one off.
2-2.
And that ball's high. It's 3-2. Counts full now.
He leads baseball in average into the day.
You want to make this a long inning if you're the Yankees, because you just kind of had one with your pitcher. Not that he got hurt. It took him long to get the outs that he got. Uh-oh. That's down and bounces over the wall in right field. So Judge gets a ground rule double. Second and third for the Yankees. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. So it wasn't the home run. I thought it was the home run. But that's the other thing. Judge has gotten so good, or he's just always been so good, I should say, at sending the ball to the short porch, right? Derek Jeter got really good at that in his career. Derek Jeter was a contact hitter. Judge is a power hitter. Judge is humongous, and he has the ability to do that. And that's why year after year, Judge's home run numbers are so high. Because he does it, right? Red Sox players like to bang balls off the wall. Especially the righties. To use that wall in left field and just hit it off there. Judge is a righty. He knows how to play that wall. Here's Bellinger. He's got the count 0-1. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Belly hit a bomb yesterday. That's down and away. I hate Francisco Alvarez's catcher's gear. I think it's disgusting. It looks like he's a Fortnite character. Am I wrong? But that bright green with the orange, it's just wrong. Whatever color that is, teal. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it. But if you're on Instagram, you see exactly what I'm talking about. If you're on TikTok, I'm sorry. Next time, I'll be able to show all of you at the same time. Grounder down the line, fair ball, and it is into right field. 1 run scores, 2nd run scores. 2-0 Yankees, bottom of the 1st inning. Belly gets to 2nd, it's going to be a double. Yankees move to minus 500 favorites already. Odds spread goes to minus 3.5. Over under goes to 10.5. Alonso, another guy who defensively, like those corners defensively for the Mets just don't get a lot done with the glove. Now here's Volpe. Takes a ball outside. It's a ball, no strikes. Runner on 2nd. 1-0. Yankees minus 430 favorites now as this game goes on. I can't wait to do this with you guys in the playoffs. That's going to be fun. Chopper left side. Lindor charges, throws to first. 2 outs. Bellinger holds up at 2nd base.
Aaron Judge's was kind of a flare to right.
Yep.
So 1 on, 2 out.
Judge was kind of a jam shot right down the line.
That's going to bring up
So a little bit unlucky for Peterson.
Jason
so far. He's
Dominguez.
starting at a 2-run deficit.
100%. That ball off of Judge's
For the
bat was
Yankees. It's
94
awesome to
miles
see
an hour.
Jason Dominguez finally get his time
Chance for a
on
Dominguez.
the field.
We talk so much about
That's cool to me.
production or prevention.
He deserves
That's
it.
one of the big things that Carlos Mendoza had to debate with. Do I go with defense in the infield, especially with Peterson, who is such a ground ball pitcher?
So Dominguez up 0-1, 2 outs. Man on 2nd, 2-0 Yanks. Swing and a miss. The odds still at minus 430. And what's weird, right? Like if you're watching this game live with me, you're gonna see things happen on your end first because there's like a delay to my stream, and then there's a delay to your stream through me. Oh, that gets away from Alvarez. Belly's gonna move up. Runner on 3rd. It was a ball in the dirt. Man, being a catcher sucks for that reason because you can do everything right. And if you're just not up high, like up toward home plate, right? And that ball bounces, a breaking ball bounces too far up, like that one bounced in front of home plate. There's nothing Francisco Alvarez can do about that. Now, granted, he is one of those catchers that has the 1 knee down when he catches, but still, like there was nothing he could do about that. That's popped up and foul, so Dominguez staying alive here. What I was saying, I'm loving seeing the Martian. Like the Yankee fans have waited a long time. I'm a Yankee fan, in case you didn't know. So the next stream will be like trying to get away from the Yankees. But Yankee fans have waited a long time for Jason Dominguez to get here, and him getting the everyday play time has been really fun to watch. And strikes out swinging. Oh wait, no, they're gonna call that a foul ball that hit the ground. All right, so they're going to call out a foul ball hitting the ground, so we're going to do it again. But I wonder what's going to happen when Giancarlo Stanton comes back healthy, because there's already weird stuff going on because LeMahieu's back. You know, Cabrera's not coming back anytime soon after that gruesome leg injury. That one's line. One hop to Vientos, goes to first, and bad throw, but good enough for Alonso. So the Yankees up 2-0 at the end of the first. Right now, between innings, minus 400 favorites. The Mets at plus 285. The spread has gone down to minus 2.5 for the Yankees, with the over-under is still 10.5. Neither of these pitchers has recorded a strikeout.
Morning breath.
The Mets pitcher, I just forgot the Mets pitcher's name.
Morning breath can be a sign of underlying health issues.
David Peterson, he's over under of 4.5, Freed to 5.5. So far the unders are looking good.
Without the burn.
I do enjoy watching Jason Dominguez play, though. I love switch hitters.
These dishes
I think
just
everyone
aren't getting
does.
clean.
The problem isn't your machine.
I really
It's
like
clear detergent.
Oswaldo
I
Cabrera.
recommend.
It was sad to see that happening.
These
I'm a
pods are packed with
huge
more soaking, scrubbing,
proponent
rinsing
of,
action. Plus, the grease
like,
power
first of all, availability is
moving up to
the best
100%
of them,
of
as we say.
stuck-on foods.
That's
Who is
impressive.
more available
And it works
than
so
a
well,
switch
it
hitter
even keeps your
that can
filter
play
clean.
multiple positions? Remember,
Cascade,
Oswaldo
the number
Cabrera
one
came
recommended
up through the
brand.
Yankee system as a
Straight
shortstop.
load, you're done.
Then they moved him to third base, second base, outfield.
If I can turn a dirt patch into a lush
He's played a
lawn,
little
I
first
can do
base. I
anything.
think if they
Listen,
asked him to
that's
play
what
catcher,
Yeah.
he'd do it. Now, that's not to say, like, that I dislike, you know, like the Rafael Devers situation where he's, like, refusing to do stuff. Like, in certain situations, I get it. If you're a star, right, I don't recommend you moving. But if you're someone who just wants to play, sure, move around. Find where the team wants you and get comfortable there. But I don't believe in this whole, like, you know, if you're the star, you have to do whatever the team wants you to do. No, because I've got a legacy to build here. And if I'm Devers, I'm not moving from third base either. Like, that's the only place that I know that I'm comfortable with, and I'm not that good defensively. Now you want me to go play first, which is even more difficult to play. I wouldn't do it either.
Get out of the bubblegum machine.
So shout out to guys like Oswaldo Cabrera, who just have the natural ability to go from position to position. As we get started back up in the top of the second, where Vientos chopper left side, Fried comes off the mound, and that is why you don't let your pitcher come off the mound and field it, as he throws it very high. Goldschmidt only able to knock it down, so that's likely going to get scored an error too. We'll see. They might give the Mets a hit there. I doubt it. I'm waiting to see how that gets scored on the MLB net, on the MLB app, or on the MLB page. But man on first. Like, I get it. Fine, you want to be a player, you want to field your position, but he was damn near at third base in front of LeMay.
The way he falls off the mound. You usually see really good fielders being fielded.
Brandon Nimmo's up now with a man on first. Nobody out.
Yeah, you can ask Brandon Nimmo a question using that hashtag AskSNB.
And he takes another ball. It's 2-0. Or Cabrera, Oswaldo Peraza is playing third base for the Yankees. He was damn near by him. Odds have shifted. Yankees are now minus 290 favorites. That's gone down. There's a strike at the knees on Nimmo. It's 2-1. Mets now plus 215, and the spread has dropped to 1.5.
You don't even want to get off the bag and give him even a reason to throw over there.
I've seen guys get picked off closer than that off Fried.
Man on first. The pitch is down 3-1.
He's behind 3 balls and a strike.
It gets interesting, right? Because hitters count, right? You're going to kind of sit on that fastball, sit on something really good. If you're Brandon Nimmo here, you're going to change this game if you can get it. If I'm Fried, I might throw over to first here. Got a really good pickoff move. Oh, he walked him with a pitch down and in. So now 2 on and nobody out. They gave Vientos a hit on that play. So 2 on, nobody out, and it's the big DH, Starling Marte. As I take another look at the odds, it's minus 245. That's trending downward, plus 186 for the Mets. The Yankees are going to take a little bit of a timeout here. Again, neither pitcher has recorded a strikeout yet.
Whether he wants to lead or drive the bus, so to speak, in terms of pitch calling. See Max Fried back there. He already called his pitch. Right?
Max Fried. And a little bit of a jam here in the top of the second inning.
You already know what you're going to throw.
Would you have loved to have one?
I would have. Absolutely. But with that being said, there's times throughout the course of the game where I would let the catcher lead. What do you think? You know, sometimes you want to make the call. Other times you want a suggestion.
There we go. Marte can change the
Let's try to
game
answer
real
Marte.
quick hitting against the
A
lefty.
192 average to start this season.
And
swings at the first one.
fouled
fouls
one
it
back
off.
that was
Feels
right
like they should
down
have
the
another
middle.
button on PitchCom that
Oh.
just comes from you that says, you call this
Oh,
one.
oh, oh.
What do you think?
I have no clue.
I do want to hear, but I know that it messes with
Got nothing for
the
you.
broadcast, so I'm trying to keep it low. I think the volume like stands.
Vientos at second,
Off,
Nimmo at
which is
first.
fine.
And the 0-1. And Marte
Oh,
checks
check
swing,
swing,
left
he
swing,
fouled it
foul
out. All right.
balls.
0-2 now. I'm
And
sorry,
0-2,
Marte.
We often say caught in between. Has that been
A
part
lot
of
of
the struggle for
damage
Marte
here.
early season, Eddie?
You want to
Yeah,
know?
you could say that, and look, it's
else.
Marte not having played now
Minus
every day,
260.
been an everyday player, went through some injuries.
Favorites
Now
are
just
the Yankees,
against
plus
lefties, it's a big thing for
196.
him. You do get caught in between with timing.
0-2.
That ball high.
Fastball
1-2. Reed's pitch count is
You can see by
starting to
Freed's
get
reaction
up there.
as to
I
Reed as a
don't
hitter.
see it's not on there.
Pitches
It's
when
at
they mess
29. This will be his
If they
30th
like
pitch.
where
He
that
left
pitch was, then
last
it's a
inning.
purpose pitch to then set
More
it
than
up for
20. I
something
think it
else,
was at
maybe soft
21.
away. We're down in the dirt.
1-2 payoff. Marte fouled it off again.
Comes right back hard in.
If you're gonna beat the Yankees, you got to get into that
Look
Look at you
bullpen
playing
early.
3D chess, Eduardo. Wow.
Now again, I'm not a big fan of this whole rivalry weekend marketing scheme that MLB did for all this stuff. I don't agree. There's real rivals out there in baseball, and we should have just kind of went with those.
1-2.
That would have been better.
He is coming
That one was
in
fouled off by Marte again, so we're going to do it again.
since the first pitch of the
31
game.
pitches already for Max Fried.
Buster, it's blowing hard down there, isn't it?
He's such
It
a
is.
strong
Look,
two,
you
man.
can see
He's
Pete
huge
Alonso
over
surprised when his long fly ball didn't go out.
Nimmo's
Aaron
at
Boone told me
first.
before the game that there's a particular
Vientos
flag
at
he likes to look
second.
for the true direction of the wind.
Nobody out. The 1-2 is
And
down
that
and
flag, guys,
in.
is above right
So really
field.
more
There's an
in than
American
anything.
flag. It's blowing out pretty much straight away right field. Booney said you can follow
Yankees
that
minus
flag and know
295,
which
so the
direction
odds
ball's
have
going.
moved back
Apparently, no
out
one knocked down Alonso's
for
long
the
fly ball.
Yeah, it certainly just showed right there. It was blowing. We got paper on the infield.
I'm a fan of the Yankees, but I like
Pitch
to
2-2.
do so much.
He
Better than-
gets all strikes. Fried able to ball an
Oh!
hour on the outside
Reed
corner
got
to
the
pick up
call on the
strikeout
curveball down and
Sweeper.
away. That was,
Tries to sweep it in through the back
I guess it
door,
could have
and
gone either way.
Looks like
I
maybe the
guess it
benefit
could have
of the
gone
doubt
either way.
just misses down and away.
But
Austin Wells does a good job of framing it. Brings it back up.
Reed gets it, so 1 out.
Unfair.
And it looks like Freed's calling his own
Hard in,
pitches.
cutting it hard in.
He got a pitch count like on the side of his belt. So now Francisco Alvarez, 2 outs, 1 on. I mean, 2 on, 1 out.
Two-seamer.
Swings and misses, 0-1. So he's a
Swinging
don't
a
play
miss.
candidate
Francisco
now.
Alvarez has just
Freed
got
is
one home
out
run so
away
far
from
this
getting
season.
out of it, and that's probably why those odds shifted.
The value of two different
The way
kinds of
they did.
fastballs. We're seeing it hard in, nasty sinkers down and away.
I like the hat
That is
for
his bread
sure.
and butter. 60% of the
Armed
time,
Forces.
he's throwing either one of those
This is
types
Armed
of fastballs.
Forces weekend, whatever. Sort of random, but I do like the design of that hat. 0-1. Ooh, fouled it off.
Foul ball,
0-2.
a handful of those soft contacts so far. The hard contact came off the bat.
The
of
thing
Pete
about
Alonso
it, though,
as we
is
take a look at
Alvarez is
this
such a
through the
strikeout
T-Mobile
candidate,
multiview.
too.
Keon Alonso
There's that
with
replay
little
for that
bit
fly
on the
ball to
young
left
one.
by
Wait a minute, that's on the track.
Alonso.
What?
Dude, Pete really thought he got it, and I thought he got it because of the way he reacted. 0-2. Oh, got him.
Yes, he did. Back to
Yeah,
back
he went
good
way
shots
around.
from
That was a
Fried
sword.
as He gets Alvarez.
Caught him with the fastball up and in. 2 outs.
Everything Max Fried does is
And now
on purpose.
Fried's
Those
got
are the
back-to-back
tough
strikeouts
lefties.
just like
Even though
that.
fastball's
So,
coming because he can throw
over
the
under
two-seamer
was 5.5.
early, then come with that pitch.
Here he
to try to
comes.
speed you up and you can't hold back. It's
Here
just
he comes.
frustrating as a hitter.
When he needs to go for strikeouts, he can. You know, the story and the narrative around Fried was he pitches to contact early in the game.
And
He
now
still has that ability to do it back to back as we
2 on, 2 out, and it's Jeff
And the eighth
McNeil
hitter
who's
is
playing
Jeff
center
McNeil.
field. It's so crazy. Oh, liner in the center. Here we go. Grisham throws it home. Oh, that's wide. Mets get on the board. Jeff McNeil. I was just going to say how it's crazy. Jeff McNeil won a batting title, like, feels like yesterday, but it's been a couple of years. And now he's, like, hard to find playing time. Spread, 1.5. Right now, Yankees minus 230 favorites. My dogs are, like, sprinting in the hallway right now. One of my dogs has the zoomies. Mets plus 176 underdogs, but it's 2-1 now in the Bronx. I think officially this is the only game going.
Luis Angel Acuna bats now. Off speed.
Luis Angel Acuna is hitting now. Takes a ball down. Ronald's brother, dude. When Ronald Acuna gets back, that's going to change things. That is really going to change it. Yep, this is the only game going on now, officially. Rounder right side, flip to second, will end the inning from DJ LeMahieu. But the Mets get on the board, 2 hits and 1 run scored. It's 2-1. So let's look around the league. Houston beat the Rangers. Nice. Washington smoked Baltimore. I talked about it on the podcast how bad Baltimore is. It's their own fault. You don't love to see stuff like that, but you do like to see kind of when ownership does nothing and the team pays the price. Maybe you'll learn. And it's weird because Baltimore's got a pretty new ownership and they've got such a young group of studs in Rutschman and Gunnar and Holiday, like O'Hearn and Mountcastle. Why not go all in on the offseason? You've been back-to-back playoff years. You've been back-to-back first-round exits without winning a game in both of those postseason appearances. I don't get it. What are you trying to do here? Mullins is on a contract year. He's walking now. For sure. So, like I said, like you don't want to. I'm not one of those guys. I don't want to see anybody fail. I don't want to see teams fail, especially teams like the Orioles that have this young talent. But I do want ownership to learn their lessons. I want front offices to learn their lesson. Like even the Athletics went and made a couple moves. You know, like they've got the Popeye, Darkin, whoever your name is. I don't know. I'm not keeping up with like the people that are popping in and out. But I don't understand why you wouldn't go all in this off season. Back-to-back years, right? Like the Royals weren't that good. Like they were solid enough to make it where you made it, but they shouldn't have swept you. Go all in. All right, fine. You signed Sugano to be one of your pitchers. That's it. Now look at you. You're in last place in the AL East. You have nothing going for you. There's no way in my mind that the Orioles are going to the playoffs this year. There's just not. You don't go from last place to the playoffs. It doesn't happen, especially in the AL East, especially in the American League East. So I think they just kind of let this go and squander the golden opportunity. The Mariners like look a little better, right? As they're getting back to coming in, making up 1 ball, 1 strike.
Honestly, I don't care if they're Mets or Yankees fans. We got a bunch of baseball fans.
Oh, man, I don't like that. I don't like that for Baltimore. I love that.
I like that because this atmosphere is awesome tonight.
Those players, Gunnar Henderson, Matthew Rutschman, my favorite catcher right now. Like I said, I love this good hitter. Looking at Sam Bites. LeMahieu's up. LeMahieu's back. Only a couple games, he's hitting 275. So, you know, if DJ LeMahieu can hit the way he's used to, boy, those games are going to be tough to beat. Rounder right side. Oh, Luis Angel. He made a Derek Jr. jump throw and Derek Jr. home. Or no, that was the door. Sorry. It was a nice looking play, but he didn't reach with the throw. So that's going to be a hit for Mayhew. So that's going to be a man on for
good baseball, and they're getting that tonight for sure.
the Yankees.
They've got it the last couple of nights. Last night's game was
Minus
phenomenal.
330 favorites now.
Big run to make
They
it
were
2-1.
the highest they were was minus 500, and then the lowest
that was a huge run.
Went right before the game started, where
able to
whatever
answer
it was,
right there,
minus
it's really
130
big.
or something.
When you're on the other side of the ball, you talk about a shutdown inning after you score some
Who's gonna
runs.
mute this?
And we were.
That's gonna annoy me. I'm sure it's annoying you guys too. Wells now, he started off the year like hitting crazy. Or make the game screen larger. Can I do that actually? Oh, that takes me away. I don't know if that's better. Hold on, let me see. Okay, maybe. Hold on. There's got to be a way to do this. Oh. Oh, there you go. Nice. Shout out to you for that suggestion, amigo. That was smart. Hell yeah, that looks way better. My Instagram feed of the live is a little behind. So yeah, that works way better. Oh yeah, that looks great. That looks better. That's so much better. That's so much better. I'm gonna leave it on mute though, because that's gonna drive us crazy. Chopper to short, second one. Wells burning, or Peraza burning down the line. I missed what happened to Wells. He struck out swinging. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. Shout out to you for that suggestion. I appreciate that. All right, now I know how to do that. This is great. Bye. Sure. What? Yeah. And TikTok is like crazy. TikTok has people come in and out all the time. Sure. All right, that was cool. Shout out to you for that suggestion, because that does look exponentially better. Oh yeah. All right, cool. Because now I don't even have to like watch on that screen. I can just stay here. Oh yeah. Oh, that was a quick inning for Peterson. I don't even know what they just talked about. All right. So while there's a commercial, while we go to and now I'll just like bounce in and out. Oh, that's so smart. You're my new producer. You're my new producer, amigo. Guys, you guys that are popping in and out on TikTok, I'm sorry that you guys can't see this. This is actually pretty cool. Back to the scoreboard. I want to take a look at. Philly shut out Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's another one. Like, you guys really did nothing. You have Paul Skeens, and you just let that go by the wayside. Thank you. How is it? Okay. All right. Let's see. No, man. Let's go. It's good. It doesn't taste like normal, but it's good.
Yeah, because we didn't have this stuff.
Atlanta smoked Boston 10-4. Detroit 3-2 in Toronto. They beat the Blue Jays. Detroit is the most dangerous team in the American League right now, and I don't know that that's going to change anytime soon. I think they're the best built team right now. I think the Tigers are a World Series bound team. I think. Obviously, anything can happen. The biggest threat to them right now out of the American League obviously are the Yankees because, like, let's face it, the American League is a little weak right now. Shout out John Paul. John Paul, I recommend you go to Instagram so you can watch the game along with us on Instagram. But Detroit, between Skubal, Flaherty, Olsen, that's the best rotation coming out of the American League. And then you factor in that lineup. They're coming back. So let me put the game back on the big screen here on Instagram. I think the World Series this year will be, ready? The Detroit Tigers against, I don't even want to say it, the Chicago Cubs. That's my World Series pick as the game gets started back up. Lindor drives that left field, but it gets out of play. Shout out everybody on TikTok. TikTok, I'm sorry I can't show you guys the game yet because TikTok won't let me. But if you're on Instagram, jump over to Instagram and join, and you can watch the game along with us. It's an odds watch of the finale of the Subway Series. The Yankees minus 250 favorites right now. So that's trending down again. 2-1 Yankees, top of the third inning. And my wife brought me dinner, so Max Fried, 41 pitches here in the third inning only. Lindor, Soto's on deck. But yeah, that's my pick for the World Series. I'm sure that nobody would agree with me, but I'm going Detroit, Chicago is my World Series. I don't know how anybody beats those two teams in a 7-game or even a 5-game or a 3-game series. You see the Dodgers are making moves. You saw they just dropped Austin Barnes and they just dropped Chris Taylor. They're in panic mode for whatever reason. I mean, I think they're fine. They're gonna be in the playoffs pretty easily. That one's down in the dirt. 2-2 now on Lindor, leading off the third inning. But I think they're making the moves. They also do have that young catcher, and they had to make room for him. So I guess Austin Barnes was the guy that had to go. I think somebody needs to pick up Austin Barnes, though. Oh! Oh! Oh, my God! Lindor line in the right center field. Aaron Judge diving play. I mean, what can Aaron Judge do at this point, dude? I want to ask you guys that are watching on TikTok and Instagram. Again, if you're on TikTok, I have the game up on Instagram. Same handle, BSB Odds Watch, but on Instagram. If Judge pitched, would he be easily better than Ohtani in people's minds? Because I think so. Right? I wish Ohtani did play a little bit of outfield or something. I think that'd be cool. He doesn't, whatever, but Juan Soto at the plate, it's 1-1 on him. 0 for 1 so far. Max Fried has pitched well against Soto in his career. In their careers, I should say. Right now, the odds minus 290. The Yankees are favorites. Spread, nope, now minus 280. Spread at 1.5. Over under at 9.5. Fried's over under was 4.5 or 5.5. He's got Soto 1-2. If he strikes him out here, dude, that place is gonna go nuts. All you're gonna see on screen is panning to the crowd. 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2 now. That's vintage Juan Soto. He's gonna work that count. 50 pitches though already for Fried. But he can slow it down. Good innings, he'll slow that down. Full count. Oh my God, what a curveball. Whoa. Oh my, what I tell you, the pants of the crowd. That was a disgust. That buckled him. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Max Fried's best curveball of the night so far. Right at the knees, too, like a perfect pitch. And now you got to be careful because it's Pete Alonso at the plate, and Alonso has been locked in, and he thought he had the home run earlier. So you got to be real careful here. 1-0. Oh, fouled it off the catcher. Is that a scar behind the plate? I think so. I think Wells is DHing. The other thing. When do the Yankees get so many catchers? A ball and a strike. On Alonso. Outside. Odds at -295. The Yankees are still sort of not heavily favored, but I would say way too favored for a one-run game. Like that, that's damn near -300. Like they're more favored. I don't know. That's a little high. +220 underdogs are the Mets right now. Sure, man. 2 strikes on Alonso. Free trying to get to that over-under, and that breaking ball's down. Honestly, I like it, and if I were Fried, I'd go right back to that. It's well behind the plate, by the way. I'm all over the place. 3-2. And he did go back to it. It was way high, though. And what are we doing? What just happened? Swing and a miss. And he missed it. And I think they're trying to say it was fouled off. I don't think it was. Yeah, they're trying to argue that it was fouled off. Let me see. No, he didn't touch that. I don't know, actually. I can't tell. But if there was like no noise, I think that's a good tell that that wasn't a foul ball. So that's not a foul ball. Oh. Talked about the Tigers. Cincinnati beat Cleveland 3-1. Miami beat up on Tampa Bay 5-1. Kansas City won against the Cardinals 2-1. A lot of low scoring. Milwaukee beats Minnesota, who'd been really hot, 5-2. The White Sox lost. Big surprise. I don't like to kick a man while he's down. But at least the White Sox are like already trending toward being way better than they were last year. That was just hard to watch. Arizona beat Colorado 1-0. I need Arizona to be a little better because I don't like to believe that them making the World Series was a fluke. But like as time passes from that World Series,
it looks more and more like that was a fluke. Am I wrong? Because what have they done? They didn't make it at all last year. And now this year, they're a little further away again. So I can't sit here and say, like, Corbin Carroll's a great player. Ketel Marte is one of the best hitters in all of baseball. Like, anytime he doesn't have a multi-hit game, his average goes down. But I'm not buying this team anymore. And I don't think many people are. I think they just kind of caught everybody by surprise that year, and that was it. Grisham swings and misses. It's 0-2 as he leads off the bottom of the third for the Yankees, leading this one 2-1. Another guy whose fire might have gone out. Grisham 0 for 1 already in this game, hitting at the top of the Yankee lineup, which is good to see for him. I always liked Trent Grisham as a player, especially when he was in San Diego. Oh, no. Strike 3. Peterson gets the call. His second strikeout, and it's a backwards game. He got a really friendly call. I was down and away. I was both down and away, and Grisham didn't like it. I don't know anybody that did like it besides the umpire. Oh! Judge fouls it back. There you see the live ESPN bet odds for Judge home run. Like I said, coming into this game, he was plus 163. That's insane. 0-1 on him. He is 1 for 1 today with a hit. A double to right field. Swing and a miss. He likes that high fastball. And that wasn't a bad one. Especially not a bad one to go after. Yeah, it was low. It was low and away. A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Peterson looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Over under 4.5 for him. That's in the dirt as he spikes it. So we'll do it again. Nope, we're going to go to 2-2, actually. Shout out to everybody who's popped in and out. You guys are the best. We'll do more of these as the season goes on. Different games, different teams. Chopper left side, Vientos. That's an easy play, and he's going to make it 2 outs. Minus 265. Yankees still favorites. Plus 200. Mets underdogs. Here on Odds Watch Live. Dinner and a game. Shouldn't do that, actually. It's not a good idea. Bellinger 1 for 1. Hit a home run yesterday. I'd love to see him hit one now. 1-0. I think he was like a plus 40, 460 or something. Takes a strike up at the logo or belly. Strike 1. That is fouled off, and it's 1-2. So Peterson looking for a quick inning here in the bottom of the 3rd against the Yankees. Shout out to everybody who's popped in and out on TikTok. Go to Instagram because in a couple days you'll be able to see what we see on Instagram on TikTok. 1-2 payoff. I'm surprised that wasn't called a strike. It's ball 2. That was I guess, kind of the same pitch, but on the other side that they called on Trent Grisham. So 2-2, 50th pitch of the game for Peterson is fouled off. Minus 265 still favorites are the New York Yankees here in the decisive game of the Subway Series. Early, litmus test of how you're doing this year, how you're going to look this year, right? 2-2, way down and away. Both of these teams off to solid starts, both of them in first place in their divisions. I think the surprising one is the Mets, but the NL East has gotten weird. That's fouled off, so we'll do it again. Bellinger battling at the plate. It's 3-2. Philly, I've been talking about how I think that the Phillies have plateaued in the NL East, right? I guess I could save this conversation for like the commercial break, so I'll do that. It might be coming up and it might not be. 3-2. Ooh, did he go? He might have defensively, but he didn't. So he draws a walk. So Bellinger's at first with 2 outs. I think that's going to bring up Anthony Volpe. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. Like, he's jumping back. He's got the bat in his hands. Right, it's kind of a swing, but I guess I'll take it. Here's Volpe, 0 for 1. Throws over to first to check on Bellinger, who can run. I love all the memes, right, of Cody Bellinger, where people are saying, like, he's high. I don't think he is. And maybe he has, like, allergies or something. Or maybe he's high. Who knows? First pitch to Volpe. He's outside. Volpe's one of my favorite stories. Like, the Yankees have a lot of them, right? Bellinger's dad was a Yankee. Ben Rice was a Yankee fan in Boston. But for sure, Volpe, growing up, a local kid from Jersey, drafted out of high school, and now Yankee shortstop. Like, that's your dream. That's your dream, is to be the guy for the team you grew up watching. And Volpe's the guy. Volpe replaces essentially Didi, who was replacing Jeter. So he kind of, in his own right, is replacing Jeter. 1-1 on Anthony Volpe. All right, buddy. I don't know what you want me to do for you. Ball and a strike. 1 on, 2 out. Fouled back by Volpe. We'll do it again. We'll go to 1-2. What, buddy? I can't give you any of this. My dog is crying for me to give him some of my rice that's got like garlic all over it. You don't know, dogs can't eat garlic. So sorry, buddy. Please don't cry. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Peterson as he approaches the over-under. Go, mama. So, what was I going to say? The Phillies plateau. I think the Phillies have plateaued. I think that like the time of Philly supremacy in baseball, at least, is gone. I think that time came and went. I think they came as close as they were going to get with that team, at least, like with that roster that they have right now. I think it's over. But they can obviously make moves and change that, right? Change the trajectory of this team, of these players. But I don't think that without making a drastic change that Philly does anything else. What? Go. And if you didn't see the news today, or the ESPN update. Jose Alvarado, the lefty reliever, suspended for a violation of the PED and drug policy. What did he test positive for? I want to check it out. Yeah. 80 games and playoffs. Yep, and it was PEDs. The lefty has been suspended, blah, 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 blah. Exogenous testosterone. I know exo means outside, so maybe it's just like the outside supply of testosterone, but that sucks for Philly. So I think that's it for them. You know, I don't think that it's because of this. I think this just adds to it. And I think that's it for the Phillies this season. I think if anyone's going to take down the Mets, it's got to be the Braves when Acuna and Strider come back. Vientos grounds out on the first pitch, 1 out. Let's go back to how we were a minute ago. Yankees still minus 295, by the way, on the odds. And now it brings up Brandon Nimmo. He got a walk last time up. So I think if you're a Mets fan, you're really happy right now. Got to be happy with the start that the team has had, obviously. You've also got to be happy with the starts that the rest of the division have had. You really have to thank the Nationals, though, because they've been disruptors in the division. You know, they've beat teams that they have no business beating so far pretty much all season long. Now, I don't know if they're going to be a wild card team. I think that the way they've started this year, they kind of deserve it, though. Like, it'd be cool to see them there. But 0-2 on Nimmo. 1 out here at the top of the fourth. The Nationals have really enabled the Mets to be where they are. Strike 3. And that is the over for Max Fried. 5 strikeouts. He had none in the first inning. He's gotten 5 in the last 2 and now 2/3. 2 outs. And there, they've got the World Series odds. You've got them also down at the bottom of your screen. Marte steps in. I think he struck out last time. Yeah, he did. So, yeah, if you're a Mets fan, you're getting a lot of help from the Nationals. Because, they started the year beating the Phillies. And Nola's hurt. And now Alvarado's suspended. And Philly's still hitting the ball very well. 2-1 on Marte. But pitching wins championships, and you lost a big pitcher, and now another one is suspended for you. And you've already kind of been at this place of plateau. That's a line drive in the right field. It's going to get into the corner. Marte's going to make the big turn. He's headed for second. Judge's throw is not even close to in time. So now the Mets with the tying run on second base with 2 outs. And who's coming to the plate for them right now? It's Francisco Alvarez. Shout out Jay Lamps. Here we go. This is the Subway Series. This is the Subway Series. Alvarez now waits. Ball outside, 1-0. 66 pitches for Max Fried. So right now, projected, should everything stay how it's going, he'll probably go 6 innings and then be done, and then it's off to the bullpen. And if I'm the Yankees, I am definitely not bringing Devin Williams into this game by any means. By any means. That's exactly who the Mets want to see come in. 1-1, fouled back. Out. Yankees minus 330 right now. Favorites. Alvarez takes a timeout. I'm thinking strikeout here because Alvarez is definitely a strikeout candidate. I think he's got a strikeout already in this game. Let's see. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. There it is. Gassed him. Fried works around the double, and it is still a 2-1 Yankee lead heading into the bottom of the inning. And guess what? Yankees still favored at minus 330. So, Philly has plateaued in my mind. Like, they've got to do something drastic, or like this team they built is just kind of going to go to waste in my mind. Now, the other thing that I think is going to go to waste, unless they do something drastic, is Paul Skeens in Pittsburgh. Because it's another team that just didn't do anything this offseason, and you've got the tools. Like, fine, maybe you're waiting for Jared Jones to get up and make your moves around that, but call him up already. What are you waiting for? It's not like your division is being dominated by anybody. Like, the Cubs have it right now, and I think they're going to take it. But they're not, like, way ahead. You know? I said this on the podcast the other day. That division's always been kind of wide open, and I thought it would be the Reds division. But it's not. So, if you don't, there's no way Skeens doesn't walk in free agency. But also, are you going to trade him? Are you going to rebuild your farm with Paul Skeens in 4 years or whatever it is? Is that the plan here? If it is, it's a bad plan. You should just go right now. You've got a Gold Glove third baseman and Brian Hayes. You can trade everybody but him and build yourself a nice little squad to really compete in the Central. You should. Absolutely should. If you're the Pirates. If you don't, you're wasting everyone's time here. And I feel bad for the fan base if you don't do anything. Like, you had Garrett Cole, and look where it got you. It got you wild card. You couldn't do anything beyond that. Dominguez at the plate, takes back-to-back balls. Or no, he takes a strike there, actually, so it's 1-1. Yankees minus 330 favorites. As we start the bottom of the fourth, and there's another strike, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. I wish I knew exactly what it was that made Juan Soto make that decision. Like, fine, whatever, it's behind us. But you're not going to tell me that one extra year was that much of a difference maker, man. So I think there was something. There was something in the negotiations or whatever. 1 and 2 got fouled off. We'll do it again. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody out. Dominguez at the plate. Yankees leading this one 2-1. Shot the other way to right. Soto comes in and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Low scoring affair, and that's kind of not what I expected. Honestly, I thought we would see a lot more offense than we've seen. But it's a good game. Low scoring games are good games. That's like true baseball. Why is that guy in a suit? Here's LeMahieu. Took a ball high. Got a hit last time up. So 1 for 1. It's good to see LeMahieu back for sure. Especially if he's going to be hitting. What I want to see is him like unload. Just uncork everything on a swing, you know? One. Oh, that's a strike, son. That would have been a strike regardless. He called it on the swing, but that should have been a strike no matter what. But we've seen the umpiring a little shaky already in this game. I'll give like umpires benefit of the doubt, though. No way, dude. Strike 3. That was so far inside. Peterson's 4th strikeout. His over-under is 4.5, so he's still under right now. That's way inside. Like, I'll give umpires benefit of the doubt. I do. But come on. Because the problem is, right? Wells swings and misses, strike 1, it's 0-1 on him. He's 0 for 1 today. The problem with umpiring is like if you're bad at it, if you're having a bad game as an umpire, or you make a bunch of bad calls, you make any bad calls, nobody can say anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Nice running catch by Juan Soto. Ends the inning. So it's 2-1. Bottom of the 4th ends. We go to the 5th as we're almost halfway home. Now, what I was saying about umpire. If an umpire makes a bad call, you can't even see anything. And that's where I think there's a problem. Because these umpires need to like really realize they're not perfect, right? I think we all kind of understand that umpires are not perfect, that they're not going to make the right call every single time. What I don't think is that umpires understand that they're not going to make the right call every single time. That's what I don't think. So what I think they need to do is find a better way for these umpires to be better umpires. What I mean by that is I don't think that robo-umps or the AI umps or the ABS system, I don't think that's the answer here. I've never thought that was the answer. But because I do enjoy like the nuance umpiring, right? Like the whole framing pitches and kind of tricking the umpires into thinking it's a strike when it's a ball, or vice versa. But what I don't like is perfection. I think we do want that, but I think we can get it. And I think the solution is way more simple than ABS. I think the solution is reward good umpiring. Like, really reward it, right? Like, if an umpire calls a perfect game, honor that umpire like we would a pitcher who threw a perfect game, you know? Put a ball from that game in the Hall of Fame, right? And give that umpire a check, or whatever, right? Like, reward them somehow. Incentivize being good at your job, essentially, is the way I see it. There's a watch party at the World Trade Center. That's dope. 0-1 on Jeff McNeil, who's 1 for 1 today. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, make it so that these umpires don't just want to be right. They want to be good at what they do. And it's going to make the game so much better. Check swing, he didn't go. It's 2-1 on Jeff McNeil. Right now, we only, as fans, really learn umpires' names if they're so bad that you want to roll your eyes, right? Like, we all knew Angel Hernandez. And we all knew, I forgot his name. Actually, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. We know CB Buckner. We know Laz Diaz, right? Because they're just not good. Like, CB's like the new Angel. He's like notoriously bad right now. 2-2 on Jeff McNeil. And that's foul. That's what I'm saying. Make it so we know them if they're good. Make it so, like, I think at the end of the season, like when the season ends, MVP, Rookie of the Year, Gold Glove, something for the umpire, something for the best umpire of the year. Let it get voted on by the writers or the players. Make it maybe a statistics thing, right? Where you go into your baseball savant and umpire scorecards and see how good this umpire's been. Full count on Jeff McNeil. He's 1 for 1. He drove in the only run of the game so far for the Mets in this 2-1 contest here in the top of the 5th. Shout out to everyone that's come in and out on TikTok. Lemon B2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, fouled off. But yeah, like, that's my fix. Like, I know it's maybe, whatever, maybe that's like a flawed fix to bad umpiring, but I think that's better than ABS. I think when it comes down to it, we're gonna miss human umpire. I like the challenge system, but the challenge system is just the beginning. Then it's gonna become a full-on no more human umpires. Also, a walk to Jeff McNeil, and there's some type of disagreement going on in the Yankee dugout between Max Fried and DJ LeMahieu. So a man on first for Luis Angel Acuna. Oh, good bunt. Really good bunt. Do a job, Luis Angel Acuna. Atta boy. So a man on second now, tying run for the Mets, and the top of the lineup is Francisco Lindor. Followed by Soto and then potentially Alonso. So this is it for the Mets. This is where you can really tie this game up. And they're going to talk it over. I think they have to. But, like, yeah, that would be if I was running things over at MLB, that'd be my, like, pitch in the boardroom. Like, hey, how do we get this done? Hey, no, we don't need robots or AI, I'd try that first. And then I'd move on to ABS if that doesn't work. But I think simply rewarding good umpiring would fix a lot. So here we go. This is what the Subway Series is about. Man on second, 1 out. First pitch is outside. Odds are locked right now, so I can't even give you an odds update. One 0. 80th pitch from Fried is coming. Pulled it foul. It's 1-1. My allergies are beating me up. Ball on a strike. By the way, if you're in the New York area and you do go to Yankee games, those Fuku chicken sandos are really like that. 1-1. Uh-oh, grounder right side. LeMahieu will field it toward the first. It will move McNeil over to third with 2 outs, and it's Juan Soto at the plate, who's 0 for 2. He got absolutely buckled by a curveball from Max Fried in his last at-bat. There it is. Just as I say it. Now, I don't think Fried goes back to it because if you know anything about Juan Soto, you know he's going to learn from that last at-bat. First pitch, fouled off. Here we go. No balls and a strike. Pitch 83, down and in. Oh, man. 0.132. I mean, it's early. That graphic that just came up with about Juan Soto's batting average. With runners in scoring position so far this season, it's way too early for that kind of thing. Bats down 2-1. I mean, I say it's too early. We're like, what, 40 games in, 50 games in? Still got over 100 to go. Yeah, anything can still happen. 2 balls and a strike on Soto. Oh, he'll take it. Fried will take it. Soto didn't like it. That's been a strike all game, though. That pitch right there has been a strike all game. So, you know, kind of can't fight that one too much there. 2-2. Fried in the dirt. Here he comes. The run's going to score. This game's tied. On a pitch in the dirt. That's how it gets done. That's baseball. That's baseball. Sometimes you just got to get the break. And the Mets got it right there. Oh, man. We're tied up. We are tied. Odds, Yankees still favored at -186. Mets plus 144 underdog. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And Soto strikes out again. But the game is tied. In a, not the way you would have wanted to, but you tied it if you're the Mets. We're starting over. So, -186. Yankees favorites. Mets plus 144. Looking at the home run odds here. Judge is the favorite to hit a home run, obviously. Still like plus 350. Likely only one at bat left, right? Or no, what did it win? Might be lying. We're mid-fifth, so he's got 2 at bats left, probably. Still plus 350. Like, that's someone's opening game odds. This is Judge's odds with limited swings left. That's intense. That's really intense. Then behind him, it's Pete Alonso at plus 700. And then Goldschmidt at plus 800, Grisham plus 850, Vientos 900, Lindor 1100. Fried's got 7 strikeouts, so he's hit the over. Peterson, I don't have it. It's not showing it to me. Long commercial break right now. Maybe Peterson's done. I doubt it. His pitch count wasn't that high. It's only a 2-2 tie. So let's see what we got. I think this should be it for the commercial break. This is also something I got to figure out. Like, what am I going to do during these commercials? Shout out to you guys for bearing with me. All right, now we're back. Fried struck out Soto twice in this game. I had a feeling that would happen. So Peterson is still in there. It's Peraza and then the top of the lineup for the Yankees due up. So perfect chance for the Yankees to retake the lead. Two and 0 on Oswald Peraza. I go back to check on the odds, and we're locked. So gonna have to wait and see. 3-0, and there's strike 1 on Oswald. There's a lot of these guys that just aren't going to be Yankees really, really soon. And Peraza is just one of them. There's no room. That's popped straight up. Over. Alvarez makes a real shaky catch. I feel like most catches by catchers on pop-ups are shaky because you're taught, right, that the ball's going to kind of come back toward the pitcher's mound and come back toward the field. So you got to turn around and you got to give your back to the field. And it happens, right? Like, especially the spin, whatever, of a batted ball in the air, the wind. Yeah, it always looks real ugly. Like, if an outfielder takes the same amount of steps as the ball's like coming down as Alvarez does, there's no like, you're not gonna bat an eye. But with a catcher, it just looks so shaky. Goldie has the count 2-0, 0 for 2 in this game. And that's down 3-0. So Peterson might be starting to feel it a little bit. And Alvarez looks like he thought it went out of play right away. 3-0, probably taking all the way he did, and there's a strike. How else did you expect for the last game of this Subway Series to go when the rest of the series is tied, right? 80th pitch by Peterson is fouled off. So it's full now. So Peterson has battled back in this at-bat. Grisham on deck with Judge in the hole. What brand cleats are those? I've never seen those. Oh, Goldie draws the walk. Suleman on for the Yankees. Now, Goldschmidt is a smart base runner, but he's old and slow. So just don't expect like way too much here. Grisham up. He's over 2. He struck out. Good low-scoring game so far. They're going to talk it over. Lefty. I'm sure there's going to be some sliders coming in. A lot of pitches down and away. And Peterson, I guess they're talking about how quick he is to the plate out of the stretch. So kind of doesn't let the Yankees steal very much. One out, one on. Goldschmidt's not a good runner. So I don't think he's going. In the air foul. 0-1 on Grisham. You remember, like, Grisham was in right field with Milwaukee when Juan Soto was in National and hit that line drive to right, and it just went, like, right under Grisham's glove and lost the Brewers that series, or that game, that wild card game. I think that was a wild card game. Back when it was a one-game thing, before it was a series. There goes Goldie. Oh, hit and run was on, and Grisham just fouled it off. Either that, or he was trying to protect Goldschmidt. But either way, it's 0-2. No home runs yet in this game by either team. Oh, right in front of home plate. A swinging bunt. So, I mean, Goldie gets over, but it's 2 outs. And now you got Aaron Judge coming up. Yankees minus 162 favorites. Mets still underdogs at plus 126. I don't think the Mets will be favorites unless they take the lead in this game. Here we go. Oh, they're going to intentionally walk Aaron Judge here with 2 outs, which makes a lot of sense. Now it's Bellinger. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2. Deuces wild for Belly here in the 5th inning, with a chance to give the Yankees the lead. Peterson looking to keep it a tie game. Here's the first pitch. Down, and that's been called a strike a few times tonight, so I get why Peterson a little frustrated there. Shout out to Mike on TikTok. I'd be a little annoyed if I was him as well. Thank you all for joining this odds watch along. That's down and away. 2-0. 2 outs. 2-0. 2-2 game. I think Belly's got a hit and a walk. That's inside. 3-0. Now if you load the bases, it would be Volpe coming up. And he does load the bases. Walks Bellinger, and now Volpe at the plate. 2 outs. Bases loaded, a chance to give the Yankees a sort of late lead, as we're just beyond the halfway point of this game. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, game 3 of this Subway Series. Series tied 1-1. and they're going to have a mound visit because you've got to, I mean, Volpe's mostly contact, but he's hit a few missiles with that torpedo bat. Now, the thing about the torpedo bat to me, I would just throw everybody outside that uses a torpedo bat. And to me, that just makes sense, right? You've moved the barrel, just throw them outside. Throw away from the barrel. Throw away from the thick part of that torpedo. Grounder on the first pitch. Oh, Volpe grounds out. That was such bad baseball from Anthony Volpe. That was awful hitting. Why? It's not because he grounded out. It's because the guy has walked multiple people in this inning, and you swung at the first pitch. Like you're that guy at the plate, right? Like Aaron Judge can do that. Not Anthony Volpe. I'm sorry. Yankees coaching should have put the take sign on. Maybe they did. But that's bad hitting. I know I'm trying to be unbiased here, but in general, that's bad hitting. That's bad baseball. It's back to, look, let me go through the game log real quick. Bellinger walked. Goldie walked. Intentionally walked Judge because you weren't confident in pitching. Why would you swing at the first pitch? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. That's bad baseball. That's really bad baseball. So the game remains tied. Now, looking at the odds, they're very close to even now. They are very close to even now. Yankees minus 132 favorites. And the Mets plus 104 underdogs. So it has changed as this game has progressed. The Yankees were pretty solid favorites all game long. And now these odds are not the odds from an inning ago, especially not the odds from back when the Yankees got on top. Maybe momentum swung, but that was definitely whatever momentum the Yankees might have been building. Anthony Volpe just crushed it. Why would you swing at the very first pitch you see when the guys walk two batters in the inning, including the guy in front of you? Just doesn't make sense. So now Alonso at the plate. And he almost took one out earlier. Max Fried's still out there. He takes a ball inside. It's 1-0. 88 pitches for Fried. He's got 7 strikeouts. 1-0. Breaking ball. Ooh, that's a friendly called strike. One and one. 90th pitch of the night coming for Fried. Swing and a miss. He got him to chase it. It's 1-2. Tie ball game here in the top of the 6th. Again, Anthony Volpe had a chance to give the Yankees the lead and just let it pass him right on by. Just all bad hitting. 1-2, 91st pitch coming from Fried. Down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I want to have this muted, but I want to. In and out anyway, so.
Jonathan 2-2. Now warming in that Yankee pen as Alonso swings. That one is held onto. Max Fried's magical night continues. Now 8 strikeouts. Second of Alonso.
Well, the 2-seamer and now the 4-seamer. You see, that one almost had a little
There.
cut action as Alonso foul
better.
tips it into the glove.
Strikeout there for Pete Alonso.
That give him the most trouble are the pitchers
And
that
Fried's got 8.
4-seam and 2-seam action equally, and Max Fried has done that so well tonight. His 2-seamers diving.
Vientos critical
Now it's
error early
Vientos.
in this game.
Vientos was charged with an error earlier in this game. I think came around and scored too, so not an earned run against Peterson.
Looks for that pitch hard in early on in the game, sets it all up for all the secondary stuff, including the
1-0. Fouled back. Yankees now minus 146 as the odds start to dance around in the hundreds. In the low hundreds, I should say. For both underdog and favorite. 95th pitch coming. I told you guys. I said it. It's probably only going to go 6 innings. He's definitely not making out of this inning. Making it out of this inning.
It's a different kind of movement that's helped him get a lot more sink on it, a lot more drop.
1-1 to Vientos.
First one to ever show me that grip was the great late Mel Stoudemire.
Is that right?
Who had a great connection on both sides of
Yeah,
town.
he's not happy that he overthrew that fastball way high.
The Mets under Dwight Gooden and the '86 Mets, and he showed me the one-line sinker grip, and Max Fried has picked it up and has really thrived with it. Mel Stoudemire had all the tricks.
Yeah, I fouled back at 2-2. I'm still like a little lost by Anthony Volpe, man. That was, I don't want to say dumb. I do want to say dumb, actually. That was dumb. 2-2's down, 3-2, so full count.
I think there's a great level of respect you got to have.
98th pitch coming for Fried.
Max Fried is that guy, and you mentioned it before,
And
Carl.
100%.
An open book.
This might even be his last batter. But definitely his last inning. Grounder to short, chopper to short, I should say. Volpe tosses it to first.
And Vientos retired.
Route number 2. He's just playing some good defense for the Yankees.
Away from the shortstop, and all of a sudden you got a runner on.
Meanwhile, I think it's Jeff McNeil. No. Is it Jeff McNeil?
Yes. No.
No, Brandon Nimmo. The other thing is too, like, I hate when guys don't hustle. I shouldn't say hate. Like, I get why guys don't hustle. You don't want to, like, risk injuring yourself on a play that you're probably going to be out on anyway. But I get that. But sometimes, like, you'll create a bad throw just by running. Or you'll create a bad play just by running. That's my thing on hustling. I always think it's a great idea.
That's a great point. I mean, how many future Hall of Famers are in this game right now?
100 pitches for Fried. He's definitely coming out soon after this inning, unless it starts to go long. 2 outs.
So many things he does off the field as well.
1-1.
Good pitch.
Whoa! Yo, Nimmo is really mad, and I would be too. Yeah, that was a really low strike. Oh my goodness. That was a really bad call. Don Orsillo from the Padres would have been like, thank you. When he strikes out, someone's going to get checked out. That's grounded right side. LeMay to the first. Ends the inning. So that's it for Fried for sure. 6 innings, 102 pitches. Gives up the 2 runs.
It takes fire and iron to
3 hits.
Perfect strip. Or does it?
Good outing for Max. He's really stepped up for the Yankees when they needed him. And what I mean by that is, oh, I had this on the small screen. Oh, you guys didn't tell me. I'm sorry. I went off the screen for a second. What I mean by that is that he stepped up in the sense of the Yankees thought they were done as soon as the news came out that Garrett Cole was out. I think everyone did.
You're literally
Max Fried has been an ace.
Be a total game changer.
And he wasn't even the one guy in Atlanta.
It's one of my best ideas.
He was the two behind Strider.
The official sportsbook of ESPN.
And he's become the Yankee ace when they needed it. This season. Right, when they need it.
If I can turn a dirt patch into a lush lawn, I can do it.
You cannot be happier
That's what you always say.
about what you're getting from
It's lawn fixing time with Scott
Max Fried this season. What's he looking like this season? What's his numbers? 6-0 with a 1.11 ERA. I mean, come on. Come on. That's ace. That's an ace.
The atmosphere of a Subway Series. How unique is it?
It's really good pitching, man.
I mean, it's
And if they win, I mean, he won't get a decision because he's not the pitcher on the mound whenever they take the lead. But
regardless of who you root for, it's like New York coming together.
really good pitching
This atmosphere is awesome tonight.
this season.
This is
So,
what you play for,
we
man.
put you guys back on the big screen.
New York just wants they want good teams.
Since I forgot to do it a minute ago.
And they're getting that tonight for sure.
What's happening is I have two screens, right? I have the game on this screen. I have Restream and all my other tabs on this screen. That way, when I go to something else, I don't like interrupt the game stream on you guys' screen.
How impressive you've been by Max Fried. You knew what you were getting.
But I have Instagram up on this one, so if anyone comments, I can see it. Even though it comes to me a little delayed.
But he's better than ever.
Just FYI. 1-0 on.
I'm curious to see what he's going to say about his
Who's that,
changeup.
Peraza?
He didn't have much of a changeup today yet. He can still get by with the cutter, the fastball, the
No,
two-seamer.
on Dominguez.
Curveball.
That sinker he's got
Takes the
now,
ball up high. 2-0, 3-0. 0 for 2 as we start the bottom of the sixth in this tied 2-2 ball game. And there's a strike. Yankees minus 164 favorites. They have not lost being the favorites all game, even though this game's tied.
Here's the second one, 3-2.
Now it's 3-2. Peterson back in it. 95th pitch coming for Peterson, so this is definitely his last inning. Good pitchers battle. That's a fly ball to right. Deep. Soto at the track. They're going to do everything they can to make him drop the ball out there. That would cap off Yankee fans' night if Juan Soto left this game with an error. Like, that would really make their night out there. You'd start getting hit with beers. 1 out, bottom 6, 2 outs, and DJ LeMahieu at the plate.
LeMahieu called out on strikes last time up. Outside.
He takes the ball outside.
Ball 1.
Minus 140 favorites are the Yankees. Still only game going this Sunday night. Yeah, I got to do this. That's a shallow. They're converging, and it's Soto. Back-to-back put-outs for him. He's trying to show off a little bit, I think. I would. You're going to boo me. You're going to say all this shit about me. I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to show out. I don't think he's hit a home run yet in this series.
Communication key.
That would be hurtful for Yankee fans if he did.
Peterson's got 2 down.
Here's Wells, 2 outs. Swings and misses at a ball down. Minus 138 Yankees favorites still Plus 108 Mets underdogs. The spread's still 1.5. The over-under has gone down to 7.5. At one point, that over-under was 10.5. And we're nowhere near that. I doubt we get even close to that. We might not get anywhere near the 7.5. I think 5 is our finish. So I'd say next run wins. Really. But you never know. Like, this can become an offensive game out of nowhere. And we've seen that happen between these two teams years past. 0-2. Wells to left. Wow. Dude, Wells barely touched that ball. He barely hit it, and he sent it a pretty long way. Also, by the way, the Yankees with the beards. This looks way better. This makes my MLB The Show season a lot less confusing. Like, that decision was a Devin Williams decision, and it's not paying off for him, but it's definitely paying off for, like, everybody else. Like, we look less goofy, I think. I should say, not a Yankee. Grounder. Acuna ends the inning. So a 1-2-3 for Peterson. Last inning of work, as it's going to be a bullpen game the rest of the way, as the ambulance is pulling up to one of these buildings around there. All right. So let me go back to the scoreboard.
Onboard Wi-Fi that goes wherever you go. How it should be.
Because I wanted to touch on Seattle, San Diego just a little bit. 6-1 win for Seattle.
24 months, or get 3.99%
Dude,
APR for 72 months.
the Mariners are good.
I wanted to start up.
I remember last year
my focus to make
it being a matter of like
Fantastic.
they just can't score. They just can't score. They just can't score. Right?
Comes in here.
That was the big thing with the Mariners. Now they're getting the run support they need. They're a force to be reckoned with. First place in the AL West. I know that like Texas is at their heels, but I think Seattle's going to run away with that division. I think the Central will become NL Central will become a race to the finish line. AL Central is going to be the Twins division. They're going to run away with, or no, I'm sorry, the Tigers division. They're going to run away with that. AL East, depending on if Boston kind of figures out this Devers situation and it stops being a storyline, they could make it a fight to the finish in the AL East. But if not, the Yankees are going to run away with it. Out West, I do think the Padres have a chance. There's going to be a window for the Padres to steal the NL West. And if they don't get it, they won't get it. The Central is going to be Central's going to be reckless. The NL Central is going to be reckless. And the NL East, unless the Braves with Strider and Acuna Jr. back play amazing ball, this is going to be the Mets division. That AL West, those Mariners, that's going to be a tough team to beat. If they're on like they've been to start this season, with that pitching, that rotation in a postseason series is going to be tough to beat, dude. Don't be surprised if we don't have a repeat World Series. Don't be surprised if the Dodgers aren't even there. It's Loaizaga for the Yankees. Is this his first appearance back from injury?
Your experience Subway Series, how it compared to all the other great experiences.
Right? Maybe.
Nothing.
I still think Piazza's ball was out.
It's not.
25 years ago.
He's pitched once before. All right. Fine. Whatever. I got excited for him.
Exactly right. He did.
0-2 on Brett Beatty, who's pinch hitting now.
On Friday night, and he appeared in that game on Friday night.
For Starling Marte.
It was in the
So here we go. Now the managers start playing chess. Good to see Jonathan Loaizaga back. Oh, with a little goatee.
This guy, when he's right, is an absolute weapon.
0-2 on Beatty.
Ahead of Beatty, 0-2, swing.
Struck him out.
91, you saw 97 and then 91.
That nasty fastball that Loizaga got with all that movement
This
behind
was my
it.
best fastball back 25 years ago.
What is that? No, that was a changeup. Ugh.
It's filthy. Tough spot for Beatty right there to face.
It's so hard to hit, dude. Got him on 3 pitches, too. Now it's Francisco Alvarez.
Punch outs from Fried to Alvarez, and now
Be careful.
Loizaga will get his turn at him.
Strike one. 88 miles per hour on the breaking ball there from Johnny Lasagna, as Yankee fans call him. Swing and a miss. That was nasty tail on that 2-seam because that pitch was so far inside that I think if Alvarez doesn't swing at it, he might get hit by it. And he had him swinging crazy at that pitch. 0-2. Go sit down. Wow. Wow. Johnny Lasagna looks disgusting.
17 inches wide. The sinker broke about 19 inches. So the whole width of
Oh.
home plate and then some.
Bro, Alvarez had no chance in that at bat.
Not a torpedo bat, but a submarine bat.
Oh my goodness. Wow. He got dominated. All right, 2 outs. McNeil. A walk, a hit.
Goes into left. They have the shift on against him. And that is the first
Oof, right on the corner. Maybe.
we're seeing
Strike one, though.
Loizaga painting here with a variety of pitches.
3-pitch mix.
We've seen them all, and they've all been thrown hard and well.
0-1 on Jeff. My name is Jeff. Oof, down. First ball. Now, Johnny Loizaga throws. Over-under's gone down to 6.5. I mean, this game's going to end at 5. We're going to get a late innings at bat from Juan Soto for the Mets in this Subway Series. Oh, 2-1 on McNeil.
Again of Jonathan Loizaga.
2-1 to McNeil.
Pitch is outside, 3-1. He's seeing it well.
The pitch that Alvarez swung over twice, but a lefty hits the ball by a lot.
They have serious deception is what they have in that bullpen. Fernando Cruz with the splitter.
Lighter.
3 balls and a strike. Oh, McNeil draws the walk. Wow, so back-to-back strikeouts.
So after back-to-back strikeouts,
And a walk.
McNeil and Acuna, the 9-hole hitter.
And now it's Luis Angel Acuna. He's got a sack run in this game. He's really fast. I wouldn't be too surprised by like a bunt for hit attempt here. Swinging first pitch is foul. I don't understand that. And that was like a terrible pitch. Again, why are guys swinging first pitch after a walk? I understand the idea of, oh, he's probably going to give me a meatball. But then he doesn't. Then he doesn't, and you look foolish swinging at a bad pitch. 0-1 on Acuna. Grounded, left side. Oh, Peraza booted it. Go-ahead runs on second now with the top of the lineup coming up for the Mets. Oh my goodness! Is that's likely going to be an error? That's got to be an error. That is an error. Okay. Oh man! Oh, Oswald. That changes things.
It did.
Yep, there it is, E5.
It brings Lindor up. It brings
Wow, and now Lindor's up with 2 on, 2 out. Go ahead, runners on. Just need one. The guy in
Did an
second.
amazing job of controlling Lindor, Soto, and Alonso.
And that graphic,
They went 0 for 9
the best
with
top 3
4
hitters are 0 for
strikeouts.
9 tonight.
2
Cool.
strikeouts by both
Max
Soto
Fried's not on the
and
mound anymore, so that
Alonso.
kind of doesn't matter.
Flew out to
And
center.
it's a righty now, not a lefty. Like, it's completely shifted. So that graphic really means nothing. I don't even think about that. Let me look at the odds here. Now, minus 136. So Yankees still favored. Plus 106. Mets slight underdogs.
The lefty Tim Hill warming quickly. Lindor.
Oh man, Oswald
Against the
Peraza.
Yankees in his career.
I don't know what he was looking at. If he took his eyes off the ball or what. Just got caught in between, but you got to make that play. You have to make that play. Wow. Oh, and 1 though on this door after the foul ball. 2 on, 2 out.
McNeil, go ahead,
Loaisiga sets and deals.
Lindor is behind.
Popped up and out of play. It's 0 and 2. All right, see what? Breaking ball down. Do you try fastball up
Opportunity for one of them with Lindor at the plate.
on Lindor, who's good at hitting that fastball up? That's in theory the right pitch to go to. Oh, just missed down. I think if Wells, I don't know if that wasn't a cross up. I think Loaisiga just completely missed his spot, and if Wells was set up better, maybe he gets the call there. 1 and 2 though, because that pitch didn't actually miss by much. Good take though. Oh! Oh, that looked good off the bat. But it's an out, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. 9-1 and 2 coming up for the Yankees, which also means that Soto's going to come up in the 8th. Yeah, it looked good off the bat. It looked really good off the bat. I thought he got it. I thought he got it. Brother, I thought he got it.
Dad, I can't.
But
you will.
how does this game end now? Tim Hill's in the bullpen for the end. Like I said, I doubt we see Devin Williams. I think it would be a mistake. Yeah, closer to the mic. I think it would be a mistake for the Yankees to bring in Devin Williams at all for this game. I don't care what the situation is.
Get tickets now.
Big news.
So,
Back at Buffalo Wild Wings with boneless and traditional wings. And I'm
for the Mets,
truckloads of traditionals,
I think you got to do it here in the 8th. Then you have to not let the Yankees score here, and you got to do it.
If you keep making that face, it's going to stay.
You got to
like
take
that.
this
Can I
lead.
get my own car insurance?
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you.
Now,
Easy.
for the Yankees,
Check if you're eligible today.
9-1 and 2.
Vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for
I'm gonna try to get Peraza on. You want to get options for those 1, 2, 3 hitters. You don't want it to fall directly on them.
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
So here we go. Like, this is the Subway Series. This is what it's about.
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com.
Doesn't feel like a rivalry game. Guys are like smiling at each other. Still not buying that rivalry weekend sports crap, but
We are living.
this is what it's about. As we're in commercial, Yankees have gone up to minus 215 favorites.
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce
Whoa.
Vita.
Is this Las
So
Vegas?
Vegas likes this 8th inning for the Yankees. Minus 215 favorites.
That is good.
It's pretty high given that it's a tie game. So once we come back from commercial, we'll see how this one starts to finish up as we're in the back third of it. Peraza, that error doesn't hurt the Yankees.
It won't take you to space.
We've seen a couple of miscues in this game. We've seen a couple of charged errors in this game. Some guys, the moments just getting a little too big on them. Games going a little too fast for them. You've got to find a way to slow the game down and do the things you know how to do, which is field the ground ball. You got to find a way to do that in these games. Luckily for the Yankees, that one doesn't come back to bite them. The one earlier by the Mets kind of did. Tough, but you're back in this game. The tie game, it's literally anybody's game. Here we go.
Baseball here on ESPN is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Little pregame.
That curveball from Fried to Soto was disgusting, man. That was a thing of beauty. Not just because it was to Soto, but it was just a beautiful curveball. Might be one of the best ones I've seen in a while. There's that watch party. That's pretty cool. I didn't think that New York would do that. New York's been pulling out all the stops for their sports these last couple months, these last few weeks at least, I should say. Ben Rice is coming into the game. Who did he pinch hit for? Oswald Peraza, nice. And Huáscar Brazoban is the pitcher for the Mets. Bottom of the seventh. And Ben Rice can do it himself. Ball down.
That's one of the problems with the Yankees. There aren't a lot of
Ben Rice has become like a fan favorite here in New York. People love him. Little baby face monster. 1-1 as he swings and misses. And that pitch tailing down and away from Brazoban. Swing and a miss. Another one. Same place, same pitch.
He's been really good.
2 strikes
minuscule ERA so far
on Ben Rice.
And the one thing that Ben Rice has been able to do is hit the fastball. That's the one thing Brazoban is not attacking him with.
Here we go. That's down. And I'm telling you, man, if catchers just like, I get like shifting, right? I was a catcher for a while in high school, you know, side to side, giving your pitcher a good target. But like, especially when you're doing the whole on one knee, like Alvarez is, you give up a lot. That's line, one hopper, Acuna to first, 1 out. Big first out for Huáscar Brazoban and the Mets.
Yeah, that's right. That was a rocket for
He hit that one hard.
at the mercy of the BABIP gods. You know, where the ball goes.
But that bounce is a friendly bounce for a hitter. Sort of at eye level. You just kind of got to put your glove on it. So now top of the lineup, Paul Goldschmidt. Pulled it foul. That pitch is messing with hitters. That two-seamer running away, well, running toward the righty batter's box. What is that knob? What is this bat he's using? Wow. Grounder to short. Lindor is not going to mess this up. 2 outs. So looking at the odds, minus 142, back down to minus 142. Favorites are the Yankees. Mets plus 112. Dogs with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brazoban on the mound for the guys from Queens, and it's Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 is Grish. And he takes a good pitch right at the knee. Oh my goodness. No, they're not doing this. Devin Williams is warming up for the Yankees.
You know who? Aaron Judge is on deck.
Oh my goodness.
Late innings, the heart of both teams' orders.
No way. If Devin Williams is the guy pitching to Juan Soto coming out of this inning, the Mets are winning this game. 100%.
Long season.
Oh my God.
Smiles is the fact that this is
And Yankee fans are going to be calling for Aaron Boone's job if Devin Williams comes into this game to face Juan Soto or Pete Alonso. That's down 2-2. Especially if we don't take the lead. If they don't take the lead here.
You look at Grissom, his look, right? His mustache.
Oh my goodness. 3 balls and a strike on Grisham.
Yeah. Yes.
He can play for the 70s Yankees right there. That look.
Takes it. Did he go? No, he didn't. Not even close. So a man on. Now, do you pinch run for Grisham? The Mets intentionally walked Judge last time. I get it that the man's only on first. I would do it again. I would not pitch to Aaron Judge in this situation. They're going to talk it over. Maybe they're going to play some games with Grisham. Maybe a timing pickoff play. But if I'm Grisham, I'm not going anywhere. I'm letting my star hit. If I'm the Yankees coaching, I'm not sending Grisham at all. He's staying put at first. Let Judge swing the bat. Don't try to steal second. I mean, fair, right? It's not the worst thing right now. If you send Grisham, you have him try to steal second, and he gets called out or he gets thrown out. Because then you've got Judge leading off the bottom of the 8th, no matter what the score is. Right? No matter who comes out of that bullpen. It's not the worst idea, but I wouldn't do it. I want him to hit now with a man on base.
Big enough already, but the giant head of Aaron Judge.
Then it's a much less pressured at bat if there's nobody on. Here we go. That's way in the dirt. They might be trying to pitch around him. Maybe get him the chase, but if you walk him, you walk him. And then you take your chances with Bellinger. 1-0. Down 2-0. Yeah, this looks like a pitch around.
Was intentionally walked his last time up, and this feels as much like a non-intentional, intentional.
2 balls, no strikes.
Don't put the 4 fingers up is because of number 35 on deck. You just do not want to wake up.
The pitch, 3 balls,
with first base open,
and no strikes.
A little bit personal, and this guy's been there. He's done that before. He's looking right now into that dugout, saying, "If you put 4 fingers up, I'm going to make you pay." That's psychological.
And they walked him.
Russo would be so adamant about that. When I played against him, with him. He's like, I am not going to wake up that guy on deck, especially a guy like Cody Bellinger.
Don Drysdale just would have drilled him and saved the pitches. Different era.
Different era. Pre-Babbitt. Well, Cody Bellinger's turn now as he bats with Grisham at second.
So here we go. Belly now. Pitch outside. 1-0.
Steady diet of changeups so far.
And if you lose him, so what?
Outside.
So you guys can actually hear the game. I can't. I just want to let you guys know that. I can't hear it. Let me get off this. I can't hear anything that's happening. So whatever you guys hear, I'm not getting. Strike at the knees. Perfect pitch from Brazoban. You've got to do it here if you're the Yankees.
13-game hit streak.
Belly fouls that off. That was way outside. So now it's 2-2. Oh boy. Oh boy. Brazoban a pitch away from getting out of this. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 men on. Go ahead run. winning run technically, but go ahead on second and Trent Grisham. Pitch is back toward the middle off of Brazoban. It's going to be a tough play. Safe. Oh my God, that was a risky play. And I just think that Brazoban wasn't confident enough to flip it out there. And try to take it himself, and he almost hurt both him and Alonso. Alonso's going over there because he's thinking Brazoban's going to try to flip it.
Good visit as well here with the trainer.
Both guys are lucky to be okay.
Yeah, Alonso as well. You're right.
Are they challenging this play?
Grisham, he kind of looked quickly up. Look at Brazoban's eyes.
I love that shot of them both on their hands and knees there.
What do you think? Everything sped up there because he had in his glove with a flip. You get it to Alonso.
Yes, you got to flip it.
So now bases loaded.
Right to your first baseman.
2 outs though.
So ruled an infield hit, a single.
You've got it. You cannot strand the bases loaded if you're the Yankees. You have to drive in at least one of these runs. Volpe. And last time he swung first pitch and grounded out. And he takes a ball there.
97, ball 1.
There's that torpedo bat.
Everything about Volpe's offensive game this year is
Genesis Cabrera. The Dominican warming up for the Mets.
7th inning of a 2-2 game. 2 outs. And 2-0.
Ball outside. And they should have taken him out there. They didn't have anybody warming up. Why didn't he flip it? I don't know. I think he probably didn't think he had time to, or didn't think he could make the flip. Ball inside. Oh, if you walk this run in. If I'm Volpe, I'm doing the Luis Ariz freeze. I'm not doing anything. I'm not even thinking about swinging the bat here. This guy has to throw a strike, and he hasn't. Take, red light, whatever you want to call it. Don't swing the bat. There's the strike. I might even wait for 2 here.
You're gambling that he could throw 3 in a row, really.
Grisham at third, Judge at second, Bellinger
Yeah,
at first.
Alvarez told him to take a breath. Now let's go. Chopper left side is foul. Oh my goodness, if he gets out of it.
Back-to-back fastballs.
Oh, he's 1 pitch away from doing it.
Ball's inside with movement.
Now the pressure is on Volpe.
Everybody in the stadium is on their feet. Many biting their nails.
Foul.
The blade stays alive. Look where that pitch
Fouled it off his
was
thigh.
in on his thumb.
But he does have the torpedo, so...
Is it LeMahieu on deck or is it Wells? I would check, but it might give away whatever's happening next.
Torpedo this one right up with his foot.
2 pitches out of the zone.
3 and 2, 2 outs. Same thing with the odds. I would check those, but it might give away what happens next. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. Wow. He struck him out. In and out of trouble. Huáscar Brazoban, and we're going to the 8th tied.
You got to make him throw 3 in a row, and he couldn't.
And Juan Soto's going to be coming up to bat. So, looking at the odds. Minus 142. The Yankees still favorites. Yeah, it was ball 4. And he struck at it. He swung at it. I think he got fooled by a bit of a breaking ball there. Strike 3. The Mets are still the underdogs. The Mets have not been favored this whole game. So I think unless they take the lead, Vegas is not going to give them anything. Vegas is going to say the Yankees are winning this game. Crazy 3 balls outside that he swung at. Yeah. I mean, that's been Volpe all game, though. Like, he's just been kind of boneheaded at the plate all game. Like, last at bat, you know, 2 walks in the inning, and he swings at the first pitch and hits it right to Francisco Lindor. Right, sort of boneheaded. But now, don't go anywhere, because now Juan Soto's coming up in a tie game at the 8th inning at Yankee Stadium, and there's a chance that the pitcher he's going to face is Devin Williams, who has had an awful start to the season and has been an awful reliever. He lost his closer role since in Milwaukee he gave up that blast to Alonso. And yeah, my FanDuel just moved to -125, -102. Yankees still slight favorites, and now it's -120 to -106. The Yankees are still very slightly favored. But that's a way more even odd, and that's a way more telling odds of how this game has kind of gone, from where we are. So here we go.
And now Devin Williams on. Volpe tries to get.
And it's Devin Williams pitching to Juan Soto. Oh my God. And look at those Mets fans. They are chomping at the bits right now. 7.8 ERA. And he's calling his own pitches. Strike 1. But if he does it, right, if he goes clean through this inning, that's going to be huge for Devin Williams the rest of this season. To get redemption against the Mets that did the damage to him. Oh! Oh! What a play! LeMahieu, welcome back, kid. 1 out. And he fooled Juan Soto, Devin Williams did, with that changeup and had him just kind of half-hearted swinging. That in-between hop, LeMahieu makes a great play on it, 1 out. Unbelievable. But now you got to face Pete Alonso, who is the guy that puts you where you are right now.
Against Devin Williams in the playoffs with a big 3-run home run.
Oh! Line to the left. Right there is Bellinger 2 away.
Gets Alonso to line.
Can he do it?
Last 2 appearances, Williams has got.
And what will it mean for the season of Devin Williams if he can get through this inning clean? Because it has been ugly and bad for Devin since coming to the Yankees. Vientos. Take strike 1. He's 1 for 3. Tie game still. What's FanDuel looking like? -205 for the Yankees now. Getting past Soto and getting past Alonso did a lot for those odds. That's down and away. And the way that pitch right there just was, that could have gone either way. The way that this game has gone. I think maybe that's it right there. Is Devin Williams calling his own pitches. Again, there you see the names of the commentators. I don't hear that. I have my volume up. It's just, unless it's at a certain volume, I guess, the speaker doesn't register it or something. I'm not sure, but I can't hear whatever you guys are hearing from those commentators. But I want you guys to get the full experience, so I'll leave it as it is. I think it being muted and you guys are just listening to me would be a little weird. 1 and 2 on Vientos. Oh my what this would mean for Devin Williams. Missed 2-2 outside. Shout out to everybody who's been in and out. I ended the TikTok stream. Phone was dying. Hopefully next time we do this, I can be on both Instagram and TikTok just from the computer if TikTok starts cooperating. 2-2. Popped back and out of play. And he went fastball up, so I'm assuming the next pitch is going to be change up down. That's my guess. That's what I would do.
If he freezes you down low with a fastball, so be it.
Here we go. There it is. Oh, and he fouled it off. He fouled it off of Austin Wells. He's going to need a second. Oh, the little subway station on the back of his vest there. That's pretty cool. Oh, I just saw where that hit him. Oh, no, don't show this one. That. Oh. During the college game that I was at the other day, that happened. That's the exact same thing happened to the catcher, and he was like kicking and screaming on the ground, dude. It was rough. Yeah, he had to come out though. Like that one didn't bounce. That one went straight off the bat into his. You know. Here we go, 2-2.
Yes, it is.
I really want this to be a really good. I want him to get out of it just so Devin Williams can get some of that confidence back that he's definitely lost the last couple months. Oh, he got him! There it is. There it is. Devin Williams charged up, and he keeps it a tie game. He goes through Soto. He goes through Alonso, the boogeyman for him. And he goes through Vientos. Oh, you missed a foul ball off the family jewels. That's what you missed. Looking at the odds right now, I see minus 205. Yankees favorited, plus 158. Mets favorited. Remember, there's a bit of a delay between what you see on your screen through this live and what I see on my screen transmitting it to you. Right? So there's a little bit that gets lost in translation. So maybe by the time you look at your odds, they might be a little different.
Teeth naturally yellow over time.
Spread has gone down to 5, or the over-under has gone down to 5.5. I've said it for like the last 4 innings.
Just one kit of
that it's going to be next run win. And we're going to get to 5.
And it lasts 12 months.
That was right. Should have took the under when it was at 6.5.
I know.
Or, well, I can't even say I was right because the game's not over. We're still tied. But it's looking very much like it. Yankees minus 1.5 is at plus 300. I'm just saying a 2-run home run and then a shutdown inning, and all of a sudden, that's a really good bet. But it's been a solid game. It's been a little slow for sure, but that's what happens when you've got good pitching, and we had that for 6 solid innings. Nobody scored against the bullpen yet. We've seen Loaizaga for the Yankees. We've seen Brazoban for the Mets. We just saw Devin Williams. So the Mets are going to bring in someone else now as well, I'm sure. Gone are the days of relievers going multiple innings, as here we go.
Find a league near you. Go to playball.org. Follow at Playball on X, Facebook.
Again, if you're paying attention, at the bottom of your screen there are the up-to-date odds. Ignore that's the part that says that this is the podcast, but those are the up-to-date odds for World Series winners. The favorites are still the Dodgers. Jason Dominguez takes a nice hack at a fastball there from Ryan Stanek, who comes into the game for the Mets. 0-1.
Sailed it high at 100. 215
So,
batting average against lefties.
Dominguez 0 for 3. The Martian.
308. It's the righties he owns at 154.
Swing and a miss. And this is a big Subway Series. This is the first time that in a while that they're two of the best teams in baseball, the Mets and the Yankees.
That means 8 1/3 innings, no runs against the Yanks.
Straight over the top as well.
Ball up and out. Yeah, no, I know that. But what I'm saying is, when I check them and then you hear what I say, some time has passed. So if you check it based on what you hear me say, the odds might have already changed a drastic bit. 3-2 on Jason Dominguez. Oh, if he gets on to lead this off. And he did. Takes the walk. And that brings up DJ LeMahieu.
It's all the same, business and baseball. The data gives you the framework in which to go out.
Like right now, I'm looking at minus 265 Yankees favored. Plus 200 Mets.
Make smarter, faster decisions.
And now the guy who was affectionately known during the
I don't think that the odds are like allowed to change based on who bets. I think that's illegal.
He was ready for it. He fouled it off.
Foul 100 miles per hour off DJ LeMahieu. But then it's like, I don't want to say insider trading, but it's like essentially the odds makers will be manipulating the odds based on bets and not statistics. Which I don't think that they can do. 0-1. Right, like if everyone starts betting on an underdog and then all of a sudden they just flip that and make it the favorite, you know? That's like a drastic way of looking at it. I get what you're saying though. 0-2 on LeMahieu.
He was the first one.
1 for 3. It's weird to see LeMahieu with pants all the way down. Like it's weird to see him without the socks up. 1-2. Dominguez is fast. I'm surprised Boone hasn't put him in motion yet, but
So much blue if you were a Royal or red if you were a Cardinal.
it's hard to steal on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. I would assume. I've never been on base with 100 miles per hour throwing.
Different colors.
Oh, he fouled that off.
Ball came out. He's frustrated with the swing, but
LeMahieu stays alive against Stanek.
And speaking with reporters afterward, he just talked about, after all the injuries he's had, how much fun it was to be back.
Mets Yankees third game of this Subway Series, of a tied Subway Series. Fouled off. Yeah, no, odds do change before the game all the time, but I don't think that's based on the bets that are made. I think that's more so like stuff that they think is going to happen in the game. If there's like a change or like a news article comes out, right, or coach says something during an interview, right, that like if I say, oh, you know, the pitcher, I'm looking at him for like 5 innings, or they're on a pitch count, stuff like that. I don't think that they're allowed to change it based on who bets where. Swing and a miss. Blew 100 right by him. 1 out.
Old school challenge. My best against yours.
And now it's Austin Wells.
Spot that one. Trying to chuck it as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 8th. I'm shocked that we've seen like no real offense in a while. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Like 3 hits for the Mets, 4 hits for the Yankees, 1 error apiece. Check swing. Didn't go. It's 0-1. For sure. You definitely do. The problem, though, that is a thing for whatever reason, a lot of these big fastball guys, right, especially relief pitchers like Chapman's had these problems too.
Keyed in on getting the jump or trying to steal.
Fouled off. A lot of times they have really long delivery. And a lot of the time that a runner has to steal a base, most of it is on a delivery and not on the pitch, right? You only got like a split second when a pitch is thrown. Oh, is he hurt? All right, he's fine. So the time that you have to run is really on the delivery.
So the athletic trainer.
And yeah, for whatever reason, like, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? No one's just going to like pop out and throw 100. You got to do everything right with your body to throw 100 miles per hour off the mound. So it makes sense. Stanek looks a little like free and easy throwing it. Like he doesn't have a long delivery at all. That's line drive. Uh-oh. Oh, they're going to hold Dominguez at third. Wow. I mean, it's right field at Yankee Stadium, but a double with 1 out for Austin Wells. And now it's second and third, 1 out. Winning run 90 feet away for the Yankees. I've got minus 350. Yankees favorites now with the winning run on third base and 1 out.
Had to hesitate a little bit there too. Didn't get a good read.
So
Yorbit Vivas is going to pinch hit, and he takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Top of the lineup, Goldschmidt's on deck. If Vivas can't seem to get it done.
His second stint with the team this season, 0 for 2 Saturday was Vivas.
Oh boy, this is the Subway Series, guys.
At over 300 at AAA.
Winner has bragging rights till the next one. Foul back.
That's what he's known for, is Vivas at 100 finds himself in a 2-strike hole.
0-2.
High contact guy in the minor leagues. Different setup for him. You'll see him in a regular stance and for some odd reason then brings those hands way up and across, and it could be conducive to a long swing.
Man, if Stanek can find his way out of this inning, that would be crazy. 0-2. Foul. Out of play. Vivas with the go-ahead winning run 90 feet away at third. Infield in for the Mets. Chopper right side. That would have been exactly what they wanted.
Once Dominguez starts to get those wheels, he can move.
Yes, he really can. He's been clocked by
Dominguez is going to be taking off on anything hit on the ground, I think. I don't think he's even going to think about holding.
28 and above. By that measurement, it's considered top shelf.
Does he have another 100?
0-2 again. High. Overthrow. Overthrows the fastball.
Francisco Lindor telling Nemo maybe come in a couple steps.
It's been a long inning for Stanek. This is going to be his 23rd pitch.
Three career RBIs for Vivas.
High again. He's trying to pull it out. He's running out of gas on the mound. He's trying to pull it out. And these pitches, these high intensity, big situation pitches, take a lot more out of you than a regular at bat. 2-2. High 3-2. Now, it's not the worst thing if you load the bases here with a walk, because Goldschmidt doesn't run very well, and he's on deck. Ground ball, you can get your double play and send this to the 9th inning tied if you're the Mets. Just saying. 3-2. Fouled off. Good battle here. 25 pitches in the inning for Ryan Stanek.
Pitch number 26 of the inning coming up.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to look until like after. Another one fouled off because I don't want it to get, because this is a stream. I don't want it to be like, you know, I don't want to know. I want to go with it.
Contact on 100.
3-2. Popped up, foul again. Yeah, and like I said, like when I give it, by the time it gets to you, it might have changed already. It's like 5 seconds delay. Look at this at bat. 10 pitches, 100, 100, 100, 90 on the splitter. Why don't you go back to the splitter? You're afraid of the walk? Fine, but like I said, if you walk him, you got a double play candidate on deck. That's the way I see it. Grounder, right side. He's coming home. Alonso throws it away.
It wasn't close, and the Yankees have the lead.
He didn't throw it anywhere near home. Yankees take the lead.
Dominguez's speed went on.
Oh my God, Pete Alonso with a awful throw. And now the Yankees minus 2,000 have taken the lead. Minus 2,000 favorites. Oh my goodness. Wow. Mets at plus 830. Listen, if you think the Mets are going to come back, now is the time to take that bet. Oh, Alonso. Oh, man. I don't know. Did he just bobble it in his glove, get a bad grip? Because that was an awful throw. That was a terrible throw. Now it's Goldie. And now you can get your double play and keep it a one-run game.
Well, you said it, Carlos.
Mets hedging their bets, bringing the corners in. So if it's hit to the corner, they're going to try to come home, cut the runner off. That's the one. So bad. That wasn't even close. I mean, he threw it damn near into the dugout. Oh my goodness. And now, especially if you get the double play now then you're really like, man, we should have just gave up the walk. Oh, that hurts. Base hit. Another run's gonna score. Goldie delivers now. I don't even want to look at the odds. Minus 6,000. So we go above 5. I was wrong. We go beyond 5. Mets plus 1,400. And the Mets blowing it in Game 3 of this Subway Series. And that's it for Ryan Stanek.
While they're talking, we're out here dominating.
I mean,
So let him talk.
Errors are gonna kill you every time, dude. Like, you cannot out hit bad defense. You can't out pitch bad defense. You're never gonna win games where you're just that bad, especially in key moments. And I don't know what happened to Alonso. I didn't see the replay. That's my fault. I was looking at the odds. I don't know if he fumbled in his glove and got a bad grip. I felt like a good throw had Dominguez. Like, I felt like he was pretty far away when that throw went past the catcher. By the time it hit the backstop, he was diving in head first at home. But you know that's the play. Like, you weren't caught by surprise, right? Maybe you were caught by surprise it was hit to you, but you're sitting there. Your mentality should be, I hope it's hit to me so I can throw him out at home.
With Ring, you can make them hit the road from anywhere.
Awful throw. And that enabled the next play because you're pitching a little different. It's runners on the corners, not bases loaded, not a force out of every play. Minus 6,000. Yankees now favorited plus 1,400.
That's great, but can you ask your friend?
Mets underdogs. Okay, I was wrong. Now, if you're a Mets fan and you think the Mets are going to pull this off, now's the time to put your money where your mouth is.
If you can't remember that,
oh,
Corona also works.
Ouch. That's a tough way to go down to in a series as big as this one. All right, so here's the replay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything like crazy.
His speed was a factor, not only in his ability to get to third base, but to put pressure.
You see a regular play.
For the Mets fans, the elation for the Yankee fans.
Yeah, he just made a really bad throw. I mean, you also like shouldn't watch the runner as they're coming home or as they're running when you're making the throw. You should just be looking at where you're going to throw. So,
not an easy pitch that Goldschmidt drove back up the middle for the insurance run.
Yeah, they were like I said, I think unless the Mets took the lead, they weren't going to get favorited odds at all. Because sometimes when it's a tie, you'll see the odds flip like that. Like they'll make the underdog a favorite for like an inning or something. But there you go. I mean, they're up. And especially if they score now, I mean, you can put it in the books, as the Mets guy said.
Average continues to be over 4.
Henderson Cabrera's in 2-0 on Grisham. And there's a strike at the knees.
Feel for Alonso on that throw.
That's tough. That's a gut punch if you're the Mets.
He lost at second base.
You're gonna lose like that in this game. What was the fastball behind? It's 2-2.
That's also the difference in baseball, right? There's nowhere to hide. You can't get the ball again and shoot.
And like, shout out to Stanek because he got the ground ball. You know, that was what he wanted, was the ground ball, and he got it.
Or your next plate appearance.
Oh man, Pete, loneliest guy on earth right now is Pete Alonso. That's the ball outside. That's so tough, dude.
Coming into this inning, and they're hoping to see Aaron Judge
oh
come to the
man,
plate one more time.
Just G-Wiz checking the odds. They're at minus 10,000 now. Ball inside. And that's a walk. That's why. Plus 1,700 for the Mets. Minus 10,000 for the Yankees. Bases loaded. And it's Aaron Judge. The wheels might have just fallen off for the Mets, man. You get a double play on Aaron Judge. Like, it's doable. Hold him here, come back, get 2 runs, extend this game. It's doable.
2 errors and 8 walks.
0-1 on Judge.
Crazy numbers from Judge. Comical.
Again, he was like plus 160 to hit a home run coming into this game. Didn't go there, so he checks his swing. 1-1.
Try to keep that ball down in the zone. Judge hits it hard. They're hoping it'll be on the ground so they can turn 2.
Genesis Cabrera, lefty. Not a lot of velocity. Ooh, the breaking ball, swing and miss. Judge wanted that. That was the pitch to hit. That hanging breaking ball up high. Ugh. You know he wants that one back. Look at it. He sat on it just a little too long. He saw it, and he knows. He knows. He knows. He let him get away with it. Oh, and he got him swinging. Oh, Judge. 2 outs.
Cabrera in that situation, but he got away with the hanger, and then he got Judge to commit.
A rare chase from Judge this year. It's what he's done so well. Is lay off of those breaking balls out of the
big strikeout for Cabrera for the Mets. Now you can stiff. Get out here. You get Belly here. You can still come back. Oh! Oh! Oh, Bellinger! That's game. Grand slam, Cody Bellinger. That's game.
The contributions tonight of Fried, Goldschmidt, and Bellinger.
Man, oh man.
Touch of all time for Cody.
Oh.
And he now has 26 RBIs. It's 8-2 Yankees.
Wow. Over under of this game was 9.5. We're at 10.
This time jumped all over it.
What a souvenir for that young man. A Subway Series.
Pete can make it up. Pete can't make it up now.
He knows what he has.
It's a 6-run game, and it's done.
What a pick me up after Judge
Oh man, that error comes back and hurts tenfold.
He's been known to
Not only did it enable the go-ahead run, but everything that's now happened can go back to that one play.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
That changes the outlook of this whole thing. Even if, like, he doesn't throw it home and just steps on first and goes for the force out at first and lets the run score. Like, it's then 2 outs. And now the strikeout, you would have been out of it. That hurts. Yeah, someone was going to hit a home run for sure. For sure. FanDuel has the option to bet like no home runs at all. And always for like Yankee games, those odds are insane. And if you're like lucky enough to catch a game with no home runs and take that bet, you come up so big.
All the guys they pivoted on. Exactly. Soto signed.
Not this one though. It was close. We were almost there.
One thing about Cody
And then a
Bellinger,
belly
he had
ball.
18 home runs last year.
Wow,
In the
wow,
overlay of
wow.
Yankee Stadium, that would have been 24. That swing was a perfect match.
I said for a long time it was going to be a total of 5 runs. And yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. We were right there, though. We were right there. I blame Pete Alonso.
So 2 Yankee parks.
A lot of people are going to be blaming Pete Alonso. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 on Anthony Volpe, and he takes the ball outside. 3-2 now. Dude, that was a tank. I mean, it was a Yankee Stadium home run for sure. It was that barely left.
Memory of a lifetime for that young man.
But the wind is blowing in because it looked good. Just like Alonso's hit looked good, or fly ball looked really good.
He becomes a Yankee 15 years from now.
Ground ball left side. Lindor throws out Volpe, but the damage is done. guys. The error, and then a base hit, and now a grand slam. And it's 8-2 Yankees headed to the ninth. The odds are locked. I can't even give you an odds update because that's it. I mean, Vegas isn't even going to let you take. FanDuel's not even going to let you take something here. 8-2 going to the ninth. Everything, as we go to commercial. Pete Alonso right now. I don't want to be him. I'm not jealous of him at all. He may make way more money than me. Probably living a better life than me, but not right now, dude. That is the loneliest man in New York right now.
Did they just hop from a baseball game?
Because I just don't. I didn't see anything in the replay that told me like he bobbled or anything. I think Dominguez running caught his eye. He focused on that instead of Alvarez at home covering home, and he threw it away.
Were you recently electrocuted?
And he threw it away.
Genre packs starting at
$34.99.
Well, I for one am intrigued.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm.
This game is on him.
Bateman, when you need the protection of Batman.
This game is on him. This series essentially is now on him.
So long, dermatologist.
That poor guy. That poor soul. Is he hitting this? I think he's hitting this. Oh, no. He hit last inning, and Devin Williams, I think, struck him out. So, if you didn't take the Mets at plus 1,700 and they come back, you're going to hate yourself.
Also at T-Mobile,
But
at least 20%
I think we can pretty much call it as we're 3 outs away from going final here with Game 3 of this Subway Series and hand it to the Yankees, all at the hands of the polar bear, the loneliest guy in New York right now. And Bellinger, the happiest guy in New York right now, because that caps it off. That's the dagger through the heart, right? Like, that's it. That's what does it. 2 runs, doable in 1 inning in the 9th. Tim Hill's pitching for the Yankees now. 6 runs, a lot less doable. Still, like, not impossible. Chip away, right? Like, batter by batter, pitch by pitch. But don't look good. 0-2 here on Jeff McNeil, who leads this one off, or Brandon Nimmo, who leads this one off. Yeah, they can, but they probably won't. I mean, anything's possible. Like I said, chip away, don't make the last out. But this early in the season, game doesn't really mean that much in like the grand scheme of things. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't expect too much. Unless they like somehow like put up 3, then I'd see it. But that's a goofy looking mullet. I blame the Alonso mullet. Tim Hill trying to cap this Subway Series, the Bronx edition, off for the Yankees. Another one fouled off. He just doesn't have a strikeout pitch right now, which, there you go. Like, that's something to kind of build off if you're the Mets trying to rally here is, I don't know how he can strike you out. Nimmo's on everything right now.
Rekindle their rivalry with the
even that, which should have been a ball, but
OKC destroyed Denver today. The Western Conference Finals.
0-2.
Well.
Line the other way, foul. That would have been a great start to the inning for the Mets. Would have. It's not, but let's see.
Kind of can't wait
a long at bat.
100%, right? I agree.
That's good for the Mets.
Looking forward to next Sunday night's game. The Dodgers will be at Citi Field.
Ball inside now. All those pitches, and that's the first ball. 9 pitches in.
The field guy as far as World Series goes.
Originally, I was a Dodgers guy.
Now you're the field guy.
Can I change my vote?
Another one foul.
Sunday night.
And you can change it again later.
He can't put him away.
A rough weekend for the Dodgers.
Been a rough weekend around baseball. Brandon Hyde let go by the Baltimore Orioles. Philadelphia Phillies, we'll say Alvarado.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Another one foul.
Big blow to the Phillies. He will not be eligible for the postseason should they get there.
Tim Hill can't find a put-away pitch.
Hill has now thrown a dozen pitches to Nimmo.
Ball inside.
And we're only 2-2.
Chip away. Pitch by pitch. 13 pitch at bats to start it. That's not bad. 14. Oh my goodness. It's going to be at least 14 pitches. This would be incredible.
Well, it's quite clear that the velocity is such that Nimmo sees it really well and can wait on it for a long time and serve one out.
Slaps it out there.
Which he does here, and Bellinger finally is
out number 1. So Hill finally wins the battle and gets the out. If Nimmo would have gotten the hit there, I would have been a little worried if I'm the Yankees.
How far he's going? Is he stopping? Is he stopping short of the wall? Is he leaping? How high is he leaping?
Pinstripes suit him well.
That's the best part about it right there. Aaron Judge.
So 1 out now. It's Brett Beatty. Rounder to short. And 1 out away. Thank you for joining. You were very helpful in letting me figure that out. I want to thank everybody who did join, even though most of them have left. All of them, really. Next time we do this, we'll probably do it later this week. I'll check what the schedule of games is and which game intrigues me the most. And we'll do it again. Francisco Alvarez is up and swings and misses. Strike 1. It was a pretty good game, and then Yankees kind of took off. I mean, it was still a really good game. An error, and then a hit, and then the grand slam. Errors early. The pitcher's duel, and then it became kind of a blowout. Really good game. This was fun to do. Can't wait to do it again. I want to go back to doing where I do multiple games at once. This is grounded slowly on the left side. I'm going to let it go foul. But yeah.
Scotty Scheffler continues to do his best impression.
We'll get back to doing a couple games. Next, sometime this week, we'll be back at it. Friday, we'll bring the podcast will be back. Likely, I'll have Chris Gambino back on the pod. As we wait for this game to go final. The remaining Yankee fans on their feet in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. We hit over on the over-under. Both pitchers went over on... Wait, no, did both pitchers go over on strikeouts? How many did
he was embarrassed with what happened in the first half
Peterson have? Nope, Peterson stayed under with 4. Fried went over with 8. Grounder left side. Volpe's got it. Throws to first. And the Yankees take the first Subway Series of 2025. Bellinger. Multiple RBIs, home runs. So if you had him for total bases, home run, hit, whatever, he hit it. Game went over in the runs that were projected pregame at 9.5. We got 10. It's a great game. This was fun, and stay tuned for when I do it again. Thank you.